Hello there, everybody. I hope you're all doing very well today. Hello, B Complex. What's up? Hope you're doing okay. It's the eve of the 24-hour stream. OMG, a cutie on my screen. I disagree. The cutie's on my screen. I'm good, thanks. That's good to hear. I'm glad. I am doing okay. I've got all the butterflies in my tummy. I'm very excited for tomorrow's stream. It'll be something alright. It's definitely like quite the, escalation compared to what I'm normally used to, so. Losa! Hi there, Caster. Hope you're doing well. And hi there, Seraphine. Abysmu Orb. And an Abysmu Orb to you too, Mr. Muerto. A happy holidays. And hi there, Brightstar. I hope you're doing okay. Martini off duty, waiting for the night train. Didn't know his wife Champagne would ever see him again. I thought that was gonna be like... Took the midnight train going anywhere. I had the wrong song though, sorry. I hope everybody's doing well today, though. It's the eve of the long, like, months and months and months now. The long as awaited, like, 24 hours of Minecraft stream. Which I have some pretty big plans for. So, it should be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to it. The eve of war. I do not expect... Welcome, Reno. I hope you're doing well. I do not expect everybody to, like, stay there the entire time. Not at all, but... I will be there the entire time, so I would appreciate any time I could have with y'all, but I'm looking forward to it. So ready to get that Discord role? The Discord role will probably be decided on, like... You have to, like... First of all, you have to ask for it. And I'll decide whether I remembered you being there a decent bit or not. Huh. There's a big shootout at Mickey Got Juice. Couldn't hang with the 187 proof. Juices splattered and St. Idas had to take a fall. And then Indo smoked the ball. Check it out. There. Huh. Although Seraphine, I don't know what to say. I think a big thing you gotta keep in mind with Neo is that blocking is a lot more useful because blocking resists 100% of physical damage no matter what. So you should always be blocking a lot more. It's not like Dark Souls where like blocking's pretty bad most of the time. It's actually really useful. Abby the East Bay gangster. That's what they call me. Technically, I am East Bay. I'm close enough to the east that I am by a bay. So there you go. I'll be playing Left 4 Dead 2 with a friend soon, though I shall have the stream on in the background so I can hear you. Thank you, thank you. I turned on the winter music, and it's oddly fitting. Abby, you are the bay. Aww. I wear the Dead Rising roll proudly. That stream was a ride. Well, this stream is just gonna be, like, even more of a ride. I will definitely get my hands on some sugary drinks to try to keep me up. I'm doing fine. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty well. Thank you for asking. Again, very excited. There was a part of me... Hello there, Movie Weeb. I hope you're doing well. There was a part of me who was debating whether or not I wanted to... take Thursday off and take it easy tonight, but I thought it would be better for me personally if I streamed tonight so that I would like it. So that's the thing I want to do is like, you know, I don't want to like take a night off and then the next night is like one of the biggest streams I've ever done. Hey, happy 11 months, Sister Muerto. Keep on strong for the long adventure. It'll be a long journey. But I am excited for it. I think building out that Minecraft world over 24 hours will be a lot of fun. And hello there, Brainless. I hope you're doing well. Smizzle, I cannot believe you played Dead by Daylight again. You just can't let it go. No, I can't. But, you know, I've accepted that I can't. And if I can put into the words that I can't, then isn't that a bit better? Isn't that a bit better than mindlessly hating it? Maybe not, but whatever. I just woke up from a nap, but I'm good. That's good to hear. But yeah, I thought it would be better to stream tonight because I wanted to... I don't know if get some practice it is the best way. It's basically like if you had like a really important day at work or something like that, and it's like you don't want to take like the day before off so that like when you come in you're like, all right, take it easy one day and then work hard as possible the next day. So that's how I'm gonna do it. Ender Dragon in the final hour. I think I'll probably do Ender Dragon towards the end, like a couple hours before the end, and then I'll spend the rest of it maybe like exploring the end of it. I want to make the Elytra, and then we'll play around with that, and then maybe we'll make like one final like build, one final like shrine or monument to like leave it off, and I think that would be really cute. Tonight's stream gonna be kept short if necessary. I'll probably go like 4 hours max if that's okay. I'm not gonna go over like 5 hours like I have been some of the previous nights. I'll just do like 4 hours max. Again, I just wanted to say hi, get like a good talk in before, you know, we're stuck together for 24 hours. Maybe stuck together isn't the right word. I love being around y'all. It's the eve of 24 hours. It does not start now, Wizzy, no, but welcome. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing good. I went to grocery shopping, got some alcohol, plus my brother and his girlfriend recently had their baby. I'm officially the uncle of a beautiful, healthy baby girl. Aww. Absolutely congrats, Brainless. That sounds amazing. Glue us to you. You'll be glued, alright. New YouTube short came out today. Hope y'all enjoyed that. I do want to get another one out. I don't know when I'm gonna edit it. Probably not tonight or during the day tomorrow or Saturday, but Sunday, Monday, I'll try to have another one out. As a fellow unk, congrats. I think my sister is having a girl, so yeah. I'll be the aunt to also a beautiful, healthy baby girl. Which, like, I know my sister's fiance really did... Ow. My sister's fiance really did not want to have a girl, to be honest. He's really hoping for a boy, but, yeah. Can't wait to meet her. Saw a picture my dad showed me, and she's beautiful. Aww. Congrats, Uncle. Officially, Uncle. That's a good short, thank you. Hopefully I'll be able to get Saturday off so I can stay up late. I literally, like, it's 24 hours. Don't be afraid about, like, don't be afraid about, like, needing to leave or, like, come back. There will be plenty of time and opportunity for you. I just hope we don't have any technical difficulties. That's my biggest worry, would probably be, like, more Twitch connection issues or something like that, but we'll see. As for Bully Online, I like to think of myself as pretty good at getting mods working. I've kind of got a diploma in a computer-related education. So I'd like to think that I'm pretty good at this kind of stuff, but, no. I was having issues with it. I think the only way I could probably fix this is by uninstalling, like, everything and trying again from scratch. I think the issue I've had with Bully Online trying to get it installed is that my Steam games are not installed in my Steam directory. I have them in separate places because I have a dedicated hard drive, and the Bully Online mod didn't seem to like that, so I sadly wasn't able to connect to it, but oh well. I think it'll be okay just doing this. It didn't... I kind of looked at what you could do with it, and I'm like, it seems neat, but, like, I don't know. I feel like if you're a really hardcore Bully fan, it would be really fun to do. If you're like me, who just kind of, like, casually enjoyed it, I questioned the attachment I would have. I don't have Bully, unfortunately. I would help if I could. Aw. Well, thank you. Thank you, but no worries. Hello there, Just One. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing okay. And I hope the monster hunting is going pretty well. I still haven't been able to do that hunt, but that's fine. I'll get around to it. It's a busy week for me this week, so it makes sense. I wish Linux was a bit easier to use, but this years of mainly using Windows. I mean, Linux's whole thing is that you're working with like you're working with the whole toolbox and nothing is labeled because they expect you to know it. Windows is kind of designed for like a chimpanzee to be able to operate with enough like practice. So yeah, it's all good, Brightstar. So I had to use Linux a lot for school. It is certainly a different beast, and I definitely like a lot of Linux was like sitting there trying to do something and then having to Google how to do it. But yeah, I have used a decent amount of it before. I'm doing well, just chilling. As am I. As am I. Glad to have you into RPSC3. Yeah, like I said, I'm very excited for that. I already have a list going of games, so yeah. I farmed all day and got some good weapons out of it. Nice. Yeah, I'm excited to give it a try. I've heard the new Monster Hunter hunt is really good. I've heard it is really enjoyable. I'm like less of a chimpanzee, I guess, because I couldn't even get my Xbox controller to connect. Well, that's kind of the problem, right? That's where like Linux would come in handy, because when you're trying to troubleshoot something, it's a lot easier to do it in Linux than I feel like it is to do it in Windows. Because Windows really likes to sanitize things. It doesn't want to show you scary things you might not understand. Which unfortunately means when you're trying to like troubleshoot something, you're trying to read like logs to see what's going on. And there is nothing there to help you. Also, nice 5-stream streak, Just One. You leaving guys Christmas in a week. Wow, Christmas in a week. Is it actually? Oh yeah, shit. Next week, this time of day, it'll be, well, Christmas will be wrapping up just about. Some people will probably be out here having a nice holiday dinner, if you do celebrate Christmas. Obviously, not everybody does. Abby, can I ask you a divinity question? Yes, by all means. How to get Hitesh with the customer support team to use my PC via remote session. Well, I'm glad Hitesh helped you out. It sounds like he was a big help, so that's very nice of him. At least it worked, though. The last thing you want to do is ask, like, the Windows people for help, and then they're not able to help you, and then you're like, well, fucking great. If you can't do it, then what the hell is going to be able to do it? And at the end of the day, you know, at least you kind of, like, learned. I'm so happy the peak season is almost over. Nah, I get it. It's not for everybody, but yeah, I will say next week I will be live Christmas Day. I will not be live Christmas Eve because Christmas Eve I will be spending the night at my parents', and then the next morning I will be celebrating Christmas, then I'll return home, probably take it easy for a bit, and then I'll do a stream that day. Motherfucker has no whimsy in their heart. No, it's, it is, the holiday season specifically is definitely if you look at it, like, purely based off of, like, stats, it is a very, like, depressing time of year for a lot of people. No Christmas with Abby, no Christmas Eve. I will be there Christmas Day, but yeah. Actual Christmas Eve, I will sadly be busy. But actual, like, day, I will be live, if anybody wants to be around. I understand a lot of people might be having, like, dinner with the family or something like that, but it'll be just a nice little stream. I have a bunch of plans for stuff I want to do, next week. So, there will be a lot of, you know, of the standard Abby, holiday season stuff I've done up until this point, like FMV games, some Dead Rising, that sort of thing. How Schools of Magic should I limit to my caster? I typically do 2 in Divinity games, Movie Weeb. I feel like 2 is the magic number, where you're still able to level them both up and do well with both of them, but yeah, you don't really want to do more than 2, I would say. Probably be spending time with my family, but I'll make some time. No worries, no worries. I totally get it if you do spend time with family. There will always be the VOD if you want it. But yeah. I like to be live during the holidays specifically because I know some people don't potentially have family to spend the time with, so I like to be there. I have my family to spend time with, but I spend enough time with them as it is, so yeah. It's also gonna be my sister's birthday next week. Her birthday is on Christmas Day, and my dad's birthday is 2 days after that. I just put a point into the school of fire, so I get fireball. Either hard commit to fire or like your mage's job is just CCing. Like it's kind of like you gotta commit to things. If you don't commit Movie Weeb, they're not gonna be that good at it. But yeah, it should be a great week this week. Very eventful week obviously a very eventful week this week. But next week, it'll continue on. Because I do have some ideas for stuff. You guys celebrate Christmas Day or Boxing Day? We do Christmas Day. Again, it's my sister's birthday, so we don't really have a choice in it. When it's Christmas Day, like the 25th, like we all kind of have to be there. Are you playing Fortnite? Not right now. Do you want to play Fortnite? Also, hello, love. I hope you're doing well. I don't know. Christmas time? Maybe. Also, hi there, Chris. I hope you're doing well. What's this song? It slaps. This is just a Nintendo, this is literally called 70 Minutes of Winter and Holiday Nintendo Music. So, yeah. I think that was Mario Kart, if I remember correctly. That was, Double Dash, the winter map music. I checked out the polls and got confused on the announcements. Oh. Oh, okay. No. Sorry. Understandable. No worries. No Fortnite tonight, love. Just chatting. Any Christmas movies that are public domain? Oh, definitely. There's a ton. I think we've already kind of watched all the good ones. But, I was debating doing... out of everything I want to do next week, next week we'll do Phantasmagoria 2. Because I think I said last year around Christmas time that I wanted to do 2 the next year. So we're going to do another FMV game. I'm going to do Dead Rising Chop Till You Drop. Because I think Bubba already predicted that I was going to do that. No Dead Rising 4, but we will do Dead Rising. We'll expand our horizons a little bit. I wanted to do a bad holiday game night. Because the wheel is really fun, and I think a holiday-themed wheel could be nice. And last but not least, we'll also have a, maybe a like, Christmas movie night. That could be fun. I think that could be fun. Like, bad Christmas movie nights. We'll do that at some point, too. Or just holiday movies, I guess. Dead Rising Chop Till You Drop is better than 4. I don't know if it is. I have played it. It is, ow. It is still, like, the very first Dead Rising game, so, like, it's gotta be, like, somewhat decent, right? I remember Phantasmagoria 1. I gotta head out. Okay. Love ya, Anna Banana. Hope you have a good rest of your night. Why do you, Abby, why is such a big fan of old Rockstar games? Couldn't you get Bully Online? What's the story? I just couldn't get it working. I tried. I think the issue might be that my Steam directory is not the same as where I keep my Steam games. I have like a separate hard drive where I like store games and VODs. So I was able to get it working because it was like it wanted the file path for Steam and I wanted the file path for the game, and I was like, those are 2 completely different directories. So I think it kind of ended up fucking with it a bit, and I didn't want to run. So sadly couldn't get Bully Online working. I tried, though. Also, hello there, Personification. I hope you're doing well. If you hate doing the Yoshi voice, why make it a redeem? Do you enjoy suffering? A little bit. And I don't know. I gotta get more outside my comfort zone. And that's one way of doing it, is having to do the Yoshi voice every now and then. Yes, it's her kink. It is up there. Is there any gay Christmas porn? The guy who did, like, all the Catalina videos, I don't think really does them too much anymore. But definitely, I believe that there might be something in there. There has to be one in there they have. I'll see if I can find it. If not, we'll come up with something. This year the stream's too just gonna be busy for the future. Okay, Anna Banana. Sorry to hear. Hello, everyone. Hello yourself, Sayori. Hope you're doing okay. Oh, it'll be fine. There'll be one, and it will be like one of like a couple of different movies we watch, I'm sure. So don't worry about it. Oh, I like this song. I forget what song this game is from, but I like this one a lot. So yeah, that's the plan for next week. Just to kind of state that, like, after the 24-hour stream, we do have more stuff planned. I'm no clue how copy filling do, but hope you're gonna do how copy filling do, but hope you're able to get it going. I don't know what that means. But a happy Kreba to you too, Crisp. I'm gonna look at the calendar real quick. So that's this week, and then that'll be next week. And then probably 2 or like 3 standard weeks, and then the new model debut. And then all the great things that come with that. The Little Rascal and Santa's sack. I wish. I get the, so what basically happened with the person that did those, like, you know, gay porn, but the porn is like cut out. Their original channel got taken down, and then they got it back, and they basically weren't able to, sadly, like, do as much, and so they ended up having to, or like they were getting monetized for it or something like that, so they kind of like stopped doing it. And so, besides what's on there now, not many more have been created. I was just spinning the LP for Banjo and Kazooie last night. Aww. Banjo and Kazooie music is pretty great. I think Spiral Mountain is like one of my favorite themes in like Smash Bros. So you know, like Smash Bros, like you have like all the different music options for every level. Like one of my favorites of like of any of the levels is Spiral Mountain. Need more porn with a story? Yeah. I wish there was another channel that, like, took it and just, like, took that idea, just, like, kept going with it. Like, you don't gotta limit it to just Catalina films. Like, it could be any films. But, yeah. There's a new channel that definitely has some more, so I'll look in there and try to find some more ones to pick out. It's been a while since we've done a movie night, and I've kind of realized that, and I'd like to do more. And I think, like, the very next one we'd probably be able to do is probably a holiday movie night. Top 12 worst PS3 games. Number 1, Gran Turismo 5. You know how shitty Gran Turismo 5 is. The fuck did I come up on? This is the most normal the stream's ever been, Shorlax. Also, welcome. I hope you're doing well. Just chatting tonight. Tomorrow night is gonna be the 24-hour stream. So tonight is gonna be a let's take it easy and just talk a little bit before we are hyper-focused on 24 hours worth of content. Not even here during Cup Bismal. Yeah, I mean, come on. A very, like, mundane time, I would argue. Very excited, as am I. It'll be a very great night. It'll be a very long night for sure, too. But yeah, I'm very excited. It's been a long time in the making. Depending on how it goes, we will see how I feel about doing future 24-hour streams. I think this will be like a very good test because, like, 16 hours was a long time, but towards the end of it, I was like, I could probably keep going. To be visited by 3 abysmals. Remind me to, like, get 3 different people throughout the night to, like, join a Discord call so that they could pretend to be the the ghost of Christmas past, present, and future. That would be really funny. Will the 24 hours be in the VOD channel? I will make sure that it gets on the VOD channel this time. I do not, unlike the Dead Rising one, I do not want this one to not be on there. I might have to Google what that max about. How long can YouTube max upload time? By default, you can upload videos 15 minutes long. Well, it's gonna be a lot of parts. No, okay. The upload limit including 12 hours for verified accounts. So I have verified. Can you post it in parts? Yes. So I'll probably at like the halfway point like stop the recording and I don't know. Yeah, that like halfway point will like stop the recording and then restart it or something like that. So that we can upload it all. And it'll probably be at like I think it'll probably go on like a little more than 24 hours, so probably we'll be looking at like 3 parts, 2 parts, I don't know. There's a complete reading of the Bible that is 87 hours. Welcome, sure. I already said welcome, sorry. That is true. I know, so the way YouTube works now actually is a little different. There was a time they let you have infinite upload time. So you could upload like 87-hour videos. And now, though, they actually shortened it, so now it's 12 hours again. But any video that was uploaded in that time has, like, stayed up. Like, they're like, we're not gonna take it down because it's over the length, but you can't do it anymore. Sweater Abysmal, you now, and new model Abysmal. That would be a really cute way to do the debut for the new model, but sadly, it's not ready yet. Some 400-hour-long videos on YouTube. I know, and they probably were like, we're really sick and tired of people, like, you know, like, storage space is can be a little expensive at, like, the higher numbers. So they were probably like, okay, that's it. Like, no more uploading these, like, fucking 400-hour videos. We're gonna cap it out at 12 hours, and at that point, you need to verify yourself so we know it's not a bot. 80 hours of silence with Yoshi occasionally saying, Yoshi! So yeah, I will try to upload it, probably 2 to 3 parts. I guess a safe way to do it would be like every 8 hours we like stop and start the recording. And that way we get like guaranteed 4 parts. Maybe I'll do that. Free Yoshi, we take those. Yep. Can't just be giving it away. I did though, I did. For the holiday season, I'll give 1 away. My bad, Pim. Wasn't familiar with the game. No, I completely understand why nobody would know that, but yeah. As someone who uploads VODs a lot. But yeah, so that'll be, I will make sure, even if it tries to, like, get rid of some things because of, like, copyright reasons or something like that, I will absolutely make sure that, I go through and, like, if stuff needs to be censored, I will go through and, like, censor it manually, because I really want that to be on the VOD channel. So I will do everything in my power to make sure it gets on the VOD channel. Rest assured. Can't believe after next week, 2025 is practically over. Yeah! I am very surprised. It was a pretty damn good year, though, I would say. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a decent year all around. I had a bit of a stressful ending to the year, but it looks like it's ending off pretty stress-free. And, like I've been talking about, I'm very excited for the new model debut. And so, when that finally comes out in, January, that'll be a great way to start the next year, I think. Having removed the Yoshi from the VOD. VOD watchers don't get that free. VOD watchers, get yourself a coffee and stay warm. No, I think it'll be cute though. It'll be one of those like 24 hours of Minecraft to fall asleep to. But yeah. Not sure how to feel about 2025. Maybe 2026 could be better. I hope so. I hope that if you had a not great year this year, that, I know there was definitely some things this year that have kind of come up that have definitely gotten people down. But, no DBD today, Karask. I'm just gonna focus on, just talking and chatting and taking it easy before tomorrow's stream. But welcome, Karask. I hope you're doing well. And no pig step. Oh, no. What I want to do, okay, my plan for Minecraft. I don't want to do like a super modded like playthrough or anything like that. But one thing I would really, really like to get working. I want to have one of those things where you can like build a laptop basically in the game, and like the laptop will like have like a working internet browser. And I would love to be able to, like, sit down and watch, like, videos in-game, basically. I don't really know how that would work. I'll need to make sure I get it set up ahead of time. And who knows, if I have to delay the stream by an hour just to get that working, I will. But I would absolutely love to do that so we can have that, like... on the screen in the game. I think that would be a really cute way of doing it because, like, Dead Rising, the Dead Rising, like, 16-hour stream ended up being a lot of watching videos. So having a cute way of watching videos like that where we could do it in Minecraft, I think would be really cute. So, I'd like to. After getting out of the military, feels like 2026 might be a new slate in civilian living and building my life with some honest help from the state. That's very good to hear, Chris, but I hope it goes well. I love you all. I love you all as well. Yeah. I've heard military pays really well, so I, hope you got yourself something nice. What difficulty will you be playing on? Probably hard or very hard. I'm not gonna do... I would be willing to do, like, very hard, not hardcore, with keep inventory on. If we're doing no keep inventory, I'm probably gonna put it down to either normal or hard. That's just the way I want to do it. One of those two. I don't want it to be too painful of 24 hours. Total IQ move, use the NES Minecraft mod and play NES games inside of Minecraft. We could do that too. It's just we do have, like, beating the game in 24 hours. I'm not gonna say it should be that hard. Technically, the speedrun is, like, 7 minutes. But, like, I would like to theoretically spend most of my time playing the game and, like, getting ready for, you know, the big final fight. But, yeah. In United Super Mario or the NES Minecraft, you blow up a village. You would technically be playing Minecraft. We just blow all of our time playing other games and watching videos, and then we're like, oh shit, we never made it to the end. Quick, rush it out, we gotta do it. You could beat Battletoads inside Minecraft. You could say Battletoads for its own stream, though. I've never streamed Minecraft before, and so I would like to start doing it, and I feel like a 24-hour stream is a really good way to start. Like, I've always kind of thought about doing a stream of, like, Greg Tech or something like that. One of, like, the more advanced Minecraft mods kind of deal. Just to see if, like, you know, how fun sitting there trying to, like, understand it could be. But, yeah. You have a skin for Minecraft? Of course I do. Of course I do. I would never go straight Steve. No, of course I do. Don't worry about that. And I'll upload it somewhere, I'm sure, if the other people want it for some reason. New model, Abby. I really thought about it if I wanted to do new model or current model. I feel like I have to do current model, though. I think I'll do current model just because, like, that's what I like to have now. I don't want it to be confusing if anybody new stumbles in and is like, why is your skin, like, completely different? I think the whole point is I want it to be me. Why not both? I think when I get the new model, I'll look at getting one, but not right now. Not for tomorrow night stream, certainly. As for how well I know Minecraft, it's been a while. I am excited to learn more about it. I definitely think I will. I know obviously the basics. I know how to get to the end. I know how to kill like the Ender Dragon and stuff like that. But yeah. White Wooded Sweater or Dragon Lady? I'm gonna do Dragon Lady. Can you MLG? Do you know who you're talking to? The gamer with a Y extraordinaire, and you think you're asking me if I could be MLG? Not gonna lie, I really like current model. We'll miss when the transition happens, but happy to see it when it happens. I will not be like completely retiring this model. I will obviously bring it back for different stuff. I'm not sure what quite yet. But yeah, new model is amazing though. I think that at the end of the day, when you see how much how much of an upgrade the new model will be, when you see how much of an upgrade the new model will be, I feel like it'll be a welcome addition, is the way I will put it. So putting 2 in the back of the head, no. No. Although the idea of sending off the old model with a funeral is kind of funny. I am debating whether I want to do that or not, but yeah. So excited to see it. I am so excited for the finished product. It's gonna be great. I love it. I don't want to show everything, so I think I'm done showing off new things. Maybe I'll do like more emote reveals in the Discord, but yeah. Is it gonna be like this one 2D? It is gonna be 2D. For context though, Snorlax, my current model was 100% made by me. I drew it, I did the whole rigging process, which was interesting to learn. I'm glad I kind of like did it, because now I have an idea what the rigging process is actually like. That said though, since I want to focus my time on streaming and video editing, like those are my main focuses rather than on like doing new models for myself. Definitely, I was very excited to kind of commission a model, because now if I want to do new outfits or anything like that, I can just pay somebody else to do it instead of me having to go in and draw it up myself. So yeah, that's kind of like one of the main reasons. I also just wanted to do like a new design. I'm very excited for the re-debut essentially, and the new model of what it's supposed to be, so yeah. A model got married with a fat, ugly bastard, the NTR, and she's living happily with him now. Aww, I guess. Super excited? Thank you. As for a 3D thing, 3D stuff is really expensive. Cugbismal happy ending. 3D stuff is very expensive. Ow. Very expensive. So, I would love to one day do a 3D model. I would love to have one, because it seems like it could be fun. It seems like it could be, like, really fun. How expensive is getting a 3D model? It depends, but, like, I don't know if I would ever... it is that, like, a 2D model at, like, the higher prices can be, like, a couple thousand, but, like, probably below 10,000. Whereas, like, 3D models, I'm pretty sure you're at least spending, like, over, like, 6 or 7, basically. Yeah, exactly. If you want a genuine idea of how expensive, like, commissioning VTuber models are and stuff like that, like, a 2D model is a lot cheaper. Because a 3D one, you gotta keep in mind, needs to be, like, you are paying for an entire, like, 3D model. Like, you know, like, video games, like, have a lot of trouble with that sometimes, and you are just outright commissioning someone to make one for you. I know a lot of 3D VTubers have paid 10 or even 12K. Exactly. Like, you're looking at around 5 digits. Guess I gotta sell drugs to fund that. No worries, over time we'll get there. But yeah. More or less than $10, yeah. Should I bring anything for Purple Abby's funeral? If you want to bring a eulogy, I would be down to read it. 2D women better anyway. Yeah. I can't go for that, I'm sorry. No, I more mean like, I'm not asking you I don't ask you to pay for it. I more mean like it's gonna be a ways away, but at the end of the day, I'm more focused on the upcoming model and maybe like an outfit or two for that before I ever consider like a 3D model. 2D women better anyway. There you go. I'll DM you my eulogy on Twitter. Don't worry, I'll make it sweet. Aww. By all means, I'll make sure I read it. I know, but if I were a content creator, just no. No, I get it. There's a lot of people who obviously just say, like, I'm not gonna bother with that. 4D model, we need smell. Like, official, like, scratch and sniff Spy Kids cards will be sent out to everybody. So that you can smell the model as you watch the stream. And then there will be a lot of like, okay, I'm bringing out some candy canes. Make sure you scratch number 2 so you can smell the peppermint. It'll be the first 4D stream. Just be like Abby and make your own. I have thought about like, would it be fun to try 3D modeling? I don't think I would do it for like a big official model, but like I was thinking about playing like Mario 64, and I was like, I've seen Mario 64 mods. I bet it can't be that bad making like a 3D model for like a 64-bit game, no? Is it that hard? I have no idea. I don't even know where to begin with the process, but I would love to try it. Make like our little running text file, every stupid-ass character you name for each game show they're invited to the funeral. That wouldn't even be that bad. We basically already did that for the Abby Mania Rumble. So yeah. We basically already had like most of the names of characters there. Anybody else, probably not that hard to find. I was talented and charming. Aww. Sniff at Abby's armpits right now. That's number 7 on the scratch and sniff card. Those of you who don't know about it, basically Spy Kids 4D, like for the 4D aspect of it, they gave you a scratch and sniff card, and at certain moments of the movies, they'd be like, scratch number 1 to see what you're smelling. And then we looked it up, and like 2 of the 8 smells were like the equivalent of shit. Like I was like, oh, scratch number 7 for the baby diaper after it shat itself, and it's like, no, I don't think I will. No, I don't think I do want to scratch number 7. I think I'll leave number 7. But yeah, an invite, doing a whole on like funeral recession and like have it like you, have it like me inviting you in, making sure your name is on the list. And then like everybody like sitting down as we like give the eulogy. God. That could be kind of funny. I definitely think I'll consider that for sure. I want the model debut. I want the model debut to be like. I want it to be on par with like the date night streams. You know, where it's like a whole thing like that. So, like a whole like big deal with like different screens we have. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Scratch number 3 for Puddin'. Puddin'? I don't know what Puddin' smells like. I'm just stealing everything I can at the inn. In Divinity 1 Movie Weeb, stealing is super broken because nobody will ever stop you. In Divinity 2, stealing is completely useless because they will always find out somehow. She smells like puddin'. Well, it's like if you've ever had a pet, you become very, like, smell blind to whatever they smell like. Like, you become very blind to their smells, like, right off the bat. Abby smells like pudding. I probably do. Like, I can't smell it at all, but my mom has, like, told me, like, I think my mom came in one time and I, like, hadn't lit a candle or anything like that. So she was like, it kind of smells like cat in here. So I was like, oh, right. So anytime someone's coming over, I make sure I light a candle because I'm like, yeah. I don't want you to smell just the cat smell. Even if I am, like, completely, like, smell blind to it. Nobody else should have to go through that as well. But yeah, no, it is straight up, like, an entire thing, I assure you. It's a thing with dogs, too, but dogs don't really smell as smelly as cats. Cats have a very peculiar smell. I think the only time you'll smell a dog is if they, like, wet dog smell. There's a cat, so of course it smells like a cat. I gotta save stuff for with my dog when my grandma visits. Aww. I never really thought dogs smelled that bad. Again, not compared to cats. Cats, you instantly, like, you're like, oh, it's the cat smell. But yeah. Again, just lighting up a candle, though, usually gets rid of it. That's why I got really into candles now. I don't have mine lit, though. The candle, when it's on fire, like, heats up the room way too much. It's already, like, really hot because of how cold it is outside. And if I light up the candle, then that's just, like, an open flame adding to the heat, and it's like, It's just that wet dog smell. Yeah. Definitely. No, I can see it. As unfortunate you can't steal in Divinity 2. It's just a weird thing they did where, like, when you steal in Divinity 2, the merchant will know that they've been stolen from. And so they'll, like, ask everybody in the party, like, can I search your inventory for stolen objects? And you have to, like, say no. You have to, like, pass a persuasion check or bribe them to get away. It's just ultimately not worth it. I get that you have to... Stealing in games is kind of complicated because, like, you either make it, like, worth it or totally not worth it. Like, I never really liked how Skyrim, when you steal stuff, it'll mark it as stolen. I'm not the biggest fan of that. I prefer, like, games like Fallout where, like, if you steal something, like, it's not, like, tagged as stolen. Like, you just always have it. Oh, yeah. You had a date to Abby's wake. Hey, I got a funeral I gotta go to. Wanna be my date? No, I'm good. Gaslight them into thinking they stole stuff from you. Baldur's Gate 3 does it the same way, but they at least have spells like disguise self to kind of like get away from it. At a funeral? Yep. I don't remember which game, but it tags it as stolen on the area you stole it from, but not other villages. That would be a pretty clever way to do it. But the problem with that is then you game the system. Abby funeral make me cry. The problem is if I do a funeral, it could be, like, too sad, you know? I was able to steal a Baldur's Gate 3. It depends on what you steal, but it can end, like, badly. But I think they did it a lot better there. Because they, like, assigned it to a role, so there's some risk. I think the problem with, like, stealing, if you assign it to just a village, that it's like, if I know I'm not coming back, I'm just gonna steal everything I can before I go. Stealing is already kind of gaming the system. I know, but it's like, you have to make it hard. You have to make it hard so that, like, getting an item for free is not just better than buying it. And it's kind of hard to do that. What type of funeral are you having? A regular one or one of those Viking funerals? Let's do, like, a regular one, and then, like, it just somehow transitions into a Viking funeral out of nowhere. Just, like, towards the end, it's like, now we lower the casket down into the ship so that we may light it on fire. And then we give it like the Diablo like fire dot gif. And we like slowly like click and drag the boat across the screen. And we're like, there it goes. There she goes. So sad. Abby's booba is unburnable. Yeah, you can't burn plastic. It's bad for the environment. I mean, would a dragon even burn like that? You'd think we're immune to fire, but actually, all, like, the fire that's, like, inside of us, it actually makes us, like, extremely, like, flammable. We basically explode. No, unflappable. Well, yeah, of course. I'm very cool and unflappable. I put a bunch of fireworks to the boat and make it super epic. End it off on a little fireworks show. I love all tits plastic at all. I know some people who prefer, like there's some people who, like, prefer, like, natural, but there's some people who are like, I outright prefer if they're fake. And so, I get it. I like breasts of all kinds. I'm a little gay. I would have thought, a bit I thought about was to have a screen where Purple Abby's just dead in a chair in the corner that you could randomly cut to. I was thinking, like, we would have, like, a coffin, like, stood up or something, and have, like, Purple Abby in there. And I really like that it's just become Purple Abby and Orange Abby. All chests are best. Wise words, Bright Star. Wise words. Booba are great. All glory to the Booba Mountain. Huge tracts of land. Any good Steam sales you saw? Yes! That is actually something I wanted to say. I really wanted to play Banner Saga for a while, but it, like, never goes on sale. So if you want to play the entire Banner Saga, it's like $10, basically, for the trilogy, and they're very neat games, and they don't go on sale very often, so if you have any interest in it, I would recommend it now. Is it live? Yep, Steam sale is active right now. But yeah, all chests are best. Don't worry, new Abby still has a big chest. Nothing there has changed. It's still pretty much the same bust size. What else did I pick up? I got Neverwinter Nights, just so I finally have it. There's a couple free games on Steam, too. Yeah, I saw that, I think it's 100% Orange Juice and Rat Quest, and there's a couple of games on there that are normally, like, a certain price that they're actually 100% off. Got a Flaming Sword at the Inn. Well, yeah, where else are you gonna keep it? I gotta get those. And if you literally just go to, like, Steam specials and look at lowest price, I think they'll, like, show the ones that are on sale for 100% off, so yeah. Abibel's booba is a turtle. Long live the G-Cups. Although, R.I.P. my back and spine. But yeah, no. Winter sale is up right now. I haven't got too much. That's just what I got right now. But, yeah, pretty much everything is, on sale now. So that's really nice. Stalker 2 is on sale, if you were waiting for that. Dragon Spine, you're chill. Actually, that's a good point. Would a big tail, like, offset the weight carried by the booba? Would the weight of the booba be offset by a tail at the back? No? Yeah, well. Yes. Well, you know, there's too inconsistent of an answer, so I'm gonna go with yes. That Polygon Bakery. Both the Pillars games are on sale. That's true. I gotta pick those up because I do want those. Your back's gonna suffer still. The back will suffer no matter what, sadly, yeah. Atomic Heart is on sale from like $80 Canadian down to $20. Which I think is like $70 American down to like $10. So that's a really good price. If you were at all interested in playing Atomic Heart. I know that it was... I think it got its DLC this year, right? Like, the game came out, like, a year or two ago, but it got its DLC this year. Shadows of the Dam is on sale. Just due to having the back and chest muscles be able to hold wings would probably make it easier for Big Booba. Yeah, but I don't have wings. No matter what, the G-Cups are always a pain. It's the price of the cup, you know? I need to buy some games. It's the winter sale if there's ever a time. Oh! Pirate Yakuza is on sale again for like 60% off. That is a really good deal since that game is kind of new. So if you haven't played Pirate Yakuza yet, then now would be a good time. I need to save for a Steam Deck. Is it the Steam Deck on sale right now? I thought the Steam Deck was also on sale right now, but I might be wrong. I'll be gifting friends some banger games. Make sure to gift all of your friends as many porn games as you can. Is it? I don't know. Steam Deck, does it show if it's on sale? Does it look like it? No, it doesn't look like it. Sorry. Never mind. I think it does go on sale sometimes, but it's not. What's up, Small Abby? Wait, what? Welcome, True Ender King. I hope you are doing well. Gift all your friends Karen's Prison. Exactly. Make sure you buy all your friends a prize copy of Milfy City. Available now. I hope you're doing well, though, Ender King. Welcome, welcome. This is just a little just chatting stream. The explanation of the stream title is that, tomorrow night at the same time, I will be doing my 24-hour Minecraft stream. So, this is just gonna be a more chill stream to kind of get ready for that. I came in and heard, please give your friends board games, and thought, yes, please. Make sure you gift all of your friends copies of Furry Puzzle Girl 2 through, like, 5. Subnautica is 70% off. What? I actually kind of wanted Subnautica. I kind of didn't think about that. 75% off. Damn. That is a really good deal. That is a really good deal, yeah. Okay. Has another one. I has no friends. Aww. Well, if you want to buy Karen's Prison for yourself, I'm sure it is also on sale. I guess I can look it up. How much is it? Karen's Prison. 25% off. What a ripoff. Never mind. I'm your friend now. Aww. Hello there, Ruku. I hope you're doing well. Sulfur? Is that a game or what? Another Divinity question. Do identify glasses repair hammers break? Repair hammers, yes. The identify, like, magnifying glass? No. You only ever need one in the whole game. Sulfur is a game rather fun. Should I look at it? Is it on sale? I mean, I assume it is. 40% off for Sulfur. Oh, that does look fun. Okay. There you go. Another one on sale. Everything's on sale. Again, my biggest suggestions are always gonna be Vermintide, Darktide, Banner Saga. Again, $10 for all 3 games. That is a really good deal. If you want any classic RPGs, they are usually very cheap. Like, how much is, like, Baldur's Gate 1? That's gotta be, like, $1, I feel like. Actually, Baldur's Gate 3 is 25% off if you want that. The original Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition is, like, a couple bucks if you want that. What? Boss Fire, Dead by Daylight achievements, so shit. It's just, you have some of the worst Survivor ones saved till last. You have all the annoying killer ones done, though. Project Warlock for people who like boomer shooters. 40% off Metal Gear Delta. I still need to play that, but that is a very good deal. I didn't know that that was a percent off. I think in general, like, all the Metal Gear games that are on Steam are pretty cheap. Like, Metal Gear Solid 5, if you've never played it, highly worth it for sure. I think that's a game that, like, has aged really well still. Definitely worth it. I forget, is Deep Rock Galactic, does that have a price or is that free to play? It does have a price and it is 70% off. That is a really good deal. Cheap, not to me. I'm sorry, okay? Not cheap, but like a couple bucks. Deep Rock Galactic is another huge recommendation. I love that shit. I've never played it on stream, mainly because I think it's more of like a multiplayer game. But Deep Rock is great, would highly recommend. If you want something that just has a ton of content and a decently active, like, online community, Payday 2 and all of its DLC are pretty cheap. So that's always good. OG Killing Floor. Yeah. I mean, OG Killing Floor is probably like $1 if you really want it. I'm not gonna say it's aged the best, and you're probably gonna be a bit harder to find people playing it now, but it is like $1. You know, basically less than a can of soda for like Killing Floor is kind of worth it. Divinity 2, if you're excited for, you know, the new Divinity is super cheap. I might get Deep Rock. I would highly recommend Deep Rock. It's very good. You can host custom servers. Sorry, I keep opening up Steam pages and it's playing the thing. Yeah, Divinity 2, or Divinity Original Sin 2 is like 75% off, so another one, so yeah. Those are kind of my main things that I notice, like if I didn't have them, those would be the first things I'm buying, but yeah. I think things like Marvel Rivals are free to play, right? So you don't have to worry about that, but yeah. Deep Rock Galactic, though. If you've never tried it, Deep Rock is fantastic. Cannot recommend it enough. Lego Skywalker Saga. I personally Deep Cock Galactic. I've been trying very hard not to call it Deep Cock Galactic, okay? That's what I normally call it, so every time I've been saying it, I've been like saying it correctly in my mind beforehand, so I know I don't mess it up. I'm not gonna say I've been burned by buying Lego games. It's more just I've bought Lego games and then like never really played them because I realized the gameplay's pretty simplistic. So if you really want to play them, I guess now is the best time to play them. Grab them on sale, so even if you don't play through them in their entirety, you can still kind of be like, at the end of the day, I only spent a couple bucks on it. Why does that game feel familiar? Deep Rock Galactic? I don't know. Deep Rock Galactic is like, I almost think of it pretty much on par with like Vermintide and like Darktide. It's your like 4-player like mission objective type game where you're kind of like up against like endless swarms of enemies kind of deal. It's very good fun though. It's very good fun. It's got some good challenge and it's got some great platforming, and I feel like platforming is something that not a lot of those games really handle. And not to mention, like, all the caves you do are completely random. So you don't have to be like, oh, I don't want to play it and then, like, do the same mission a bunch of times. Like, nope. Every cave is completely randomly generated. Past memory from a former streamer I watched. Gotcha. Sorry, Brightstar. Where Rich repeated for 1 minute straight pointing at shiny rock. Yep. It's got a very dedicated community. A lot of people who are really into DRG are very big fans of it, so you don't have to worry about playing it alone. You could probably find somebody online willing to play it with you. Darkest Dungeon 2 is 69% off. No offense to Darkest Dungeon 2, I just don't have any interest. I guess if there was ever a time to pick it up, it's now. But I really don't want it. I just DM you my eulogy for the funeral. I will be sure to read it after stream. Or maybe I should save it. Nah, I guess I'll read it after stream. Don't worry. I like how I was like, what am I gonna do for the debut? I'll make sure it's like a big fun event with a lot of stuff planned. And it's still gonna be that. But it's also gonna be a funeral now. We'll do some Gamba. Last debut technically was, Last debut technically was, what's it called? Like for the bunny suit, we did a bunch of gambling, right? So I'm sure we'll do a lot of point gambling too. It could be fun. My bad. No worries. No worries, Seraphine. I still love you. Furry PUBG is 40% off. That's what I'm talking about. How much is regular PUBG off? Or are we only concerned about the furry version? Regular PUBG is free. Well, there you go. I paid for it. When the fuck did they make it free to play? Free to play? I did not realize that. It has been a goddamn long time since I played PUBG, apparently. Hate me if you want, but Buddy Sue Abby is the most goonable. I mean, I don't hate you for that. I don't hate you for that. I would say you are 100% correct. But, I honestly, I haven't brought it out in a while. Maybe I will for the Minecraft stream, I don't know. Is the new model gonna be as gootable? Maybe not right away. Maybe we could do another outfit, though. Probably gonna buy Divinity once this is $4. The original Divinities are very old, just to warn you. The originals of Divinities are very old. When Fortnite came out. God, like years ago. Fortnite was a thing, I want to say back in like 2016. I meant Original Sin. Ah, gotcha. Fuck, I was gonna look at something, I don't remember what it is, darn. But yeah, so Steve Winter sale. Buy your shit, it's on sale right now. What about Mass Effect Legendary Edition? I bet that's pretty cheap. A whole 90% off. Okay, that is really cheap. Alright, 2017? Really? PUBG? Wait. Because didn't PUBG come out 2016? I could have sworn it came out 2016. I'm so happy right now. Aww. Oh, one more game I wanted to recommend. If you are at all interested in visual novels, and I mean like you have any interest whatsoever, my all-time favorite one, Valhalla, spelt like VA-11, I highly recommend it. It's my favorite visual novel. It's only 33% off, but I can't recommend it enough. Very cozy vibes throughout it. Fortnite was 2017 though, huh? I guess it's hard for me to tell because I don't think I ever touched Fortnite until we got no build. Once we got no build is when I was like, okay, now I'm willing to like give it a try. I'm in a good mood thanks to the sale and Abby. Aww. Happy I could be of help. But yeah, so I didn't play Fortnite until like way later. I did play PUBG though on launch. That's how I knew when it came out. I played a good amount of it. How many hours do I have on it? I have fucking 313 hours. Oh god, I thought I had way less. I used to be a lot more about first-person shooters. I kind of gave it up, but I used to be way more about playing them. I don't think I've ever played like a multiplayer shooter on stream. There's a PUBG extraction shooter coming out. Ugh. As an FPS fan, or at least I used to be, I played a lot of like CS, Counter-Strike Go, like competitive and stuff. That said, like, extraction shooters are where I kind of drew the line. I was like, nope, nope, I absolutely hate these. High Guard, I'll be there day one to play some High Guard for sure. Trust me, I'm excited. PUBG was a mod from 2014 to 2016, and 2016 was removed as available mod. Yeah, it was, Arma mod or something like that. It's probably incorrect. But, and then it became its own standalone game, and that's what I got into it. I delay getting my Steam Deck for a week or two for some new from the new sales. They're pretty good sales, so I don't know. Not to be an enabler, but it's not a bad time. The Steam Deck, if anything, is probably only gonna get lower in price as time goes on. Probably not within the next few weeks, but still. I used to play lots of Call of Duty, but multiplayer started getting boring. I think for me, it was just like I skipped one, and then the next one didn't interest me, and then the next one didn't interest me, and then by the time one came out that might have interested me, I had stopped playing. But yeah. Arma 2 engine. Can't recall if it was DayZ or Arma 2. I think it would have been Arma 2. But yeah, PUBG used to be a mod for Arma 2 and then became its own standalone thing. And it was when it became standalone, that's when I played it. Yes, sir. Thank you, Caster. It's okay. The Yoshi redeem will, like, it'll slowly drain people's points. Slowly but surely. I do want to do new redeems with the new model, too. I don't know what all I'm gonna do. And I want to maintain that I want them to be, like... I maintain that I want them to be... What's the word? Not intrusive. Because... ow. Because I like to edit videos and stuff, and... a big thing for me is, like, I don't want, like, an alert to, like, potentially ruin a good edit, so to speak. So that's why I don't want them to be too intrusive. Knock knock redeem, very original. I hate that so much. I hate the knock knock redeem so much because the door knock sound effect is always so realistic that it makes me look at my door. Discord notification sound. A Discord notification sound one wouldn't get me, because I have my Discord muted. So even if it does play, it would only affect you all. So maybe... I don't know. I don't know if I want, like, the troll ones, though, either. Steam notification sound. Oh. Oh, that one's dirty, because that one, I don't even know if you can shut that off. Oh... Okay, that could be good. I don't know if I want troll ones either, though. But, I have some ideas in mind, and I'll definitely come up with more as time goes on, so... I got, like, another, what, month, maybe? Before the new model comes out, so yeah. A piss sound. That would be horrible. Look, watching a stream, and then somebody redeems piss, and it's, like, a 20-second, like... really loud audio of piss hitting the, like, toilet bowl. Bald Abby redeem. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I don't have the strength to do it, Slayori. I could never. Not even for the new model. Can't do it. But that would be another funny one. There's no sound redeems to purchase? Not for mine, I don't think so. Echoing with a strong stream, yeah. Like an ASMR microphone, like one of those super sensitive ones was stuck in the toilet. Yeah, no, I don't really have too many sound redeems, though. There is, like, the bit donations. But I figure bit donations are like bit donations. I don't mind those. Or just spraying water from a water bottle for that. 300k redeem to piss yourself. I feel like Twitch would be like against that though. Well, okay, hold on. First of all, let me say I am not pissing myself. Second of all, I am not gonna piss myself for channel points. It's one thing to piss yourself for like enough money. It would be another thing to piss yourself for just channel points. You must move to kick. No, I'm good. I saw a video about like one of those like IRL kick streamers. Like they're like horrible. The problem, like obviously Kick's whole thing, right, is it's like I was becoming a racist gambling fiend. Like IRL Kick streams, because like Kick lets you like, you know, stream anything, right? Like it's a lot more lax with the rules. IRL streams mean like they will just go to like a nightclub or something. Abby may be Abby, but she still has dignity. Thank you, Brightstar. Thank you. That means a lot. Rumble in 2026. Oh yeah. The Abby Rumble will return. I want to turn the Abby Rumble into like a yearly event. We're already like keeping track of like different characters. Like we already have Vinny whatever from last stream, the Godfather stream, as he's already gonna be in the next Rumble. Gotta help the small VTuber Mick Foley. I actually saw apparently Mick Foley because of like WWE's like you know, like politics being kind of shitty. Like supporting shitty politicians. I saw that Mick Foley actually like cut all ties with WWE, and I was like, that I am very proud of him for that. And it makes me all the better about myself that I gave him my money for that cameo. WWE's politics. Well, isn't it like Vince McMahon's wife, Linda McMahon, is like part of Trump's cabinet? So that should tell you everything you need to know. I'm not pissing myself is a crazy first sentence to tune into in the morning. Good morning, Alfie. Welcome, welcome. I told you I'm not gonna piss myself. It doesn't matter how much you give me. Anyway, Alfie, I hope you're doing well this morning. She's the head of the Department of Education. There you go. So, yeah. Yeah, Mick Foley cut his ties. So good for him. I'll try to have other cameos and stuff, obviously. But yeah, I want to do Abby Mania as like a yearly event. So I'm gonna say that like 2025 was like the first one. Hello, Nora Glaze. Ayo yourself. I hope you're doing well today. Welcome, welcome. We're just doing a bit of just chatting for tonight. This is the eve of the 24-hour stream, but tomorrow night I'll be doing a 24-hour long Minecraft marathon. How you doing? I'm good. I am very excited for tomorrow night. I am gonna sleep very well tonight in preparation for it. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. And then I got the 24-hour Minecraft stream to look forward to. That I have the holiday streams the next week to look forward to. And then on top of that, I also have the new model to look forward to. Sup yourself, Bubba. I hope you are doing well. I'm pretty good, just a little tired because I work on a 2D animated screen. Took 3 hours straight sick. That's very cool, Nora. I hope it looks good and I hope it's going well. Yeah, I know the feeling of having to commission those animated screens for streams, so I hope it's good. I hope it's going well, and you're doing good work. Would you use VR if it was like Sword Art Online? Don't worry, you'll be wearing a diaper while you are in there. No, because what if you're wearing like a diaper or whatever, and you go into the VR world for like a couple like I don't know, hours or something like that. Like, you, like, really marathon it, and you're in there for, like, 12 hours. And then, like, someone breaks into your house and steals everything. So you realize, like, when you take off your VR headset, you see that all of your, like, surroundings have been stolen. And you're just sitting there in your piss-filled diaper that you were sitting in while they stole all your stuff. Thank you so much. I designed a chibi cartoon art from my client and her cute cat on screen with her. Aww. That's amazing. That is amazing. I hope they love it. I hope they love it, and I hope they appreciate the hard work you do. You mean what? Well, what else do I need to explain, Seraphine? Also, what happened to Bully Online? Welcome, Bubba. I hope you're doing well. What happened to Bully Online? I couldn't get it working. I think it has to do with my Steam library being on a separate hard drive from my actual Steam install. So, it didn't want to... Because it wants both of those directories, so yeah. You make your VTuber by yourself? I did! I did it myself, and I even did the rigging myself, which was a pain in the ass. That said, I am doing a re-debut with a new model coming January. Hoping for that too. I'm sure they'll love it. But yeah, I wanted to try Bully Online, but the model, I couldn't quite get the mod working, sadly. Again, I think it has to do with installation stuff. That's sick. It took a while, because, I mean, drawing is one thing, but having never done a VTuber model before, there's a lot of intricacies you have to do with the layers, and that's not to mention, actually just sitting down and learning rigging. And you also designed that one by yourself? No, this new one is gonna be, what I commissioned. It's gonna be what I commissioned so that they can do a much better job on the rigging than I did. But yeah. What if you wear that diaper but you can't escape the VR but you still smell yourself? Oh no, that's the worst. Oh, how did you make it even worse? They never talk about that in Sword Art Online. I wonder why. Don't worry, once they see you, they might just leave. I disagree. They're just gonna steal everything because they realize they're gonna be out of commission. I also do 2D, 3D VTuber. I know how hard that is. It's not easy. It is a long and involved process. But all the same, I'm glad I did it myself so I can familiarize myself with it. Sure, after a few hours, you would get used to it. Yeah. I mean, that's part of Sword Art Online, though, right? They did, like, put them all in, like, a hospital, and they had to, like, sit down and, like, care for them. Layers, rigging if it's 3D, and making the clipping isn't a bitch. It's, terrible. She got that artist in her. I'm not, like, super passionate about art. At the end of the day, like, video editing and streaming is more what I wanted to do, so it's kind of where my focus became, but I enjoy doing it nonetheless. Would you rob someone if they were in a diaper? I mean, yeah, I think I would. If I had already gone through the trouble of breaking into their house to, like, see them there, I feel like I would go along with it. Like, if I gotta, like, turn around once I've gone that far... You've already done the breaking part. You might as well finish the entering and robbing. So yeah, I would probably just continue on and steal all their stuff. You have a model base to work with, or were you just like, fuck it, send it? Fuck it, send it. If you look back at like my original stuff, the very first version of my model couldn't like smile like this. Like, I couldn't do, like, a teeth smile. That was something I had to add, later on, but I figured it out somehow. God damn it, I managed to figure it out, and am I happy that I did. Crimbo. And a Crimbo to you too, Arrow. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, no model base or anything like that. There is, like, a free one that they, like, kind of give you as an example. I did kind of cross-reference with that a lot to make sure. But there was still a lot of times I had to, like, go back, add, or change some stuff, and then come back in. That's why I did a 3D model for Vampire Girls. Nice. Everybody loves some good Vampire Girls. I would. Abby, like stealing candy from a baby. It doesn't matter how tall they are. If they're wearing a diaper, they're either a baby or a senior citizen. Either way, it's morally right to rob them. But yeah, I'm so excited for the new model debut. Again, among everything. I'm just very excited. I am very excited. Tomorrow night's gonna be a blast, and then tomorrow as a whole will be a blast. Finally have like a 1 p.m. Abby stream. New one is 2D or 3D. It's gonna be 2D again. I don't have the money for 3D. They're just mentally stunted. I hate that you're kinda right. I hate that you are indeed correct, so yeah, that's true. Add that in there as well. Pre-made model being sold on VGen for not a lot of money. They were everywhere at the beginning. Yeah, there's a lot of people who, like, what they do now is they'll, like, design a model and they'll, like, create some emotes and they'll create some banner art and they'll basically say, like, if you want to get into VTubing, just spend this money and get this as, like, a whole package, and there you go. So, I've definitely seen stuff like that. But no, I wanted to do, like, my own thing. And that's kind of, even with the new model, at the end of the day, it was, like, I was going out of my way to commission based off, like, a design. So, yeah. Super excited too, Abby. Thank you very much, Movie Weep. That means a lot. Other things to look forward to. I do have a new background. We'll say goodbye to the old purple space background. Lots of other art as well for like banners and stuff like that, so that, you know, we get everything. Would you want a fully 3D model? I would. I would. I would love to have a fully 3D model to just like use every now and then, I think. So that I could move my hands around. I'm gonna miss the old model in background. I know. It's, at the end of the day, it's like, having used this one for like 2 years straight. I get it totally. I get that it's gonna be missed. I understand completely. I'll miss it for sure too. But it's not gonna go away permanently. I'll bring it back every now and then for certain events. That'll be the fun of having multiple models now, won't it? If you have something for me, it would be a great part of your journey. Yeah, sure. You wanna, like, DM me on Twitter, I can take a look and, see what else I need. But yeah. Just message me on Twitter about it and I'll get back to you if that's okay. Every birthday cycling through all the old models. Aww. I just think for, like, special events and stuff, or, like, I did mention, like, once upon a time that I wanted to do a stream where I, like, go through, like, the editing process I go through, so that I could, like, show people what it's like editing, like, a YouTube short or, like, a YouTube video or something like that. Just for those that might be, like, interested to see what, like, editing is kind of like. I'm not, like, a master at it or anything like that, but I've definitely learned a lot after a few years. So, I definitely think that could be an enjoyable thing, is to, like, go through and do that. Are you making one of the models editing Abby? That's what I was thinking of, yeah. I was gonna, like, turn one of the old models into, like, the official editing Abby model. And then the new model will be, like, you know, stream Abby, as it were. What software do you use for video editing? DaVinci Resolve, which is free, so I feel like it'll be more broadly appealing to people versus, you know, hey, here's my Adobe Premiere fucking thing. Enjoy. Even though it's like a huge license you have to buy to use it. Which, like, I know some people have it and, you know, they like it. There has been nothing with DaVinci Resolve that I have not been able to do that I wish I was able to do, though. Must have a full pack of all. My hustle gave me a lot of skills. That's how most artists are, so good for you. Blackmagic's Resolve is, yeah, Blackmagic's DaVinci Resolve is, like, goated. I agree 100%. It is very good, and if you want to get into video editing, it is like the perfect starting place. Like, I used to do like video editing with like Windows Movie Maker. Not like, not for like any Abby videos. I just mean like back when I was like much younger, so yeah. Yeah. It's just what it comes down to is that's what I've been using all this time, but it's what I've learned the most with, so I thought a cool idea could be a stream for it. The toughest part is really just thinking of what I'd want to do it for. Like, I feel like I would want to do it for, like, a YouTube short or something like that. You know, something short that, like, not like editing, like, a full video, because those take a lot of time. But, like, a YouTube short that we go through could be good. And the series is Divinity Original Sin. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I like Divinity Original Sin a lot. It's interesting the new one coming out is just listed as Divinity. Like, it's not Original Sin or anything. It makes me wonder exactly what to expect from it. Also, thank you for the head pat. But yeah, so if I was ever to break out, like, editing Abby for a stream, it would be like that. I think that would be a good idea. Have, like, the old model with, like, the glasses for, like, editing Abby. And then do, like, a video editing stream just in that model. I think that could be cute. Stuff like that would be great as a whole. So, that's kind of what I envisioned bringing back the old model for, is little bits like that. But yeah, I'll definitely keep it around. It's not going anywhere. It's just, I gotta have a new one that I'm probably gonna use a bit more, since it'll be quite the upgrade. You'll see. You'll see how much of an upgrade it is. Yeah, I demanded to be just Divinity. It is kind of interesting how after the big Larian kerfuffle, a bunch of other, like, even Expedition 33's developers have been like, we've been using the same type of AI. I think at the end of the day, it's gonna be tough to get away from, like, just AI bad. Because a lot of people very understandably feel that way. But it does seem like, especially since, like, Expedition 33 won a bajillion awards, that AI in, like, the video game industry is here, it is being used, and it's already been used. And so it's really just a matter of making sure that, like, you know, AI is only used for, like, very minor things, and at the end of the day, the final product should always be a 100% human product. We'll see, though. Again, everybody loved Expedition 33, and apparently they used similar AI to what, Divinity and Larian are gonna use, so curious what comes out of that. Super excited for the new one. It's confirmed to still be turn-based, but different from Original Sin 2. It takes place 100 years after 2. Oh, that's interesting. I'm kind of curious given the ending of 2, but I don't want to spoil that. That's really neat, though. I'm glad it's staying turn-based. I'm glad as a whole that, like, turn-based games are making a much bigger, like revival. Because I always kind of like turn-based. I love Paper Mario. I did like the old, like, the South Park games being turn-based. I liked Baldur's Gate 3 a lot, and I still need to go through Expedition 33, but I did enjoy it. So I'm glad to see that people aren't being like, oh, turn-based bad, which I never understood why the fuck people would think that. I mean, hell, Pokemon is a turn-based game, and it has been, like, a very successful franchise for years and years now. US patent law, by the way, anything made by AI can't be copyrighted. But, like, the thing is, like, they're using AI to generate concept art. But, like, that concept art is then being made into, like, actual, like, different art, basically. And so, I don't know. I feel like they're able to, like, get around copyright a little bit like that. Like, I know what you're saying 100%, but yeah. They're using it in the development process. But it's tough to prove how much of an impact it had on the development process for it to affect its copyright. Expedition when? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I want to do it on stream or off stream. I don't know how much interest there is for it, especially since like starting it on stream now is all due respect kind of like the best way to put it is kind of, you know, striking while the iron is lukewarm. I want to commission AI to go on a fake sit down with a real mob boss with me. Oh no, not the fucking mob boss sit down. I'll only get AI generated like mob boss with like a big cigar. 24-hour peak expedition stream. I want to see how this will be a great test. I want to see how I do it like a 24-hour stream. Because yeah, my biggest worry is gonna be like, can I even make it through a 24-hour stream? If it's too much, like, I'll just say like, okay, if I ever do another one of these, they're gonna be very infrequent. But if I can do it, I don't mind doing more. Can't wait to see Abby pass out. Aww. EP Abby in the middle of the stream. I'll to follow an X and a short DM. Hope would love to chat there. Will do. As soon as stream's over, for sure. I already got other stuff to message on Twitter, so yeah. 8-hour Abby snore stream where she dies over again. It's just skeletons in her base she left over. Yeah. Like a creeper just like blows up one of the walls and then everybody comes through and it's just like, yep. It just steadily gets like worse and worse and it's just like, Abby, please wake up. You need to play. As a product itself, so by law the product is copyrightable. You can take that up with the Expedition 33 developers, Ruku, because they use the same AI Larian did apparently, and to my knowledge they have had no issues with it, so until someone is willing to sit there and take them to court, it doesn't seem to want to affect them. Which is usually how the law works anyway. I mean, you know Monster made hard lemonade? Really? Like Monster, like the people who did it? Interesting. AI, yay. Not a fan still. I'm not a fan of it being used at all, but I guess at this point, if it's being used for so many different games, I feel like it's more something that you're gonna have to begrudgingly accept. Otherwise, if you're gonna boycott, you're gonna have to boycott a lot. But welcome, Leo. I hope you're doing well today. Welcome, welcome. Pretty smooth and really good. I liked it a lot. I liked the harder lemonade. It was really good. I don't think I'll drink alcohol in the Minecraft stream, because if it's gonna be 24 hours, then... A, it's probably not a good idea. B, the buzz is probably gonna end long before the stream is over. I'm more gonna pack up on, like, probably, like, energy drinks and stuff like that. What are we talking about here in terms of food? Tacos? I think that, partway through the stream, I'll probably do, like, a bit of a break. It's still gonna be 24 hours, but I'm definitely gonna take breaks here and there just to, like, get up and stretch. I'll probably take a break at some point to quickly go and make, like, chili. I think Anna kind of had the idea. I do like Steve's disclaimer, though. I do. I like that a lot, Ruku. I agree. Anna had the idea that there's apparently, like, a KFC limited time, like, holiday meal. And she said, like, you should order that on stream. And I was like, you know what? I'd be willing to do that. So, I think that's one of the things that I will probably do, is, that. Same energy drink company that got into the alcohol business. They have Beast Unleashed, which is their alcoholic beverages, and harder blended lemonade. That is very interesting. I didn't know Monster was the ones who did it. I got my food order wrong and they didn't want to give me a refund, so I got another meal, so I'm doing fine. Did you put in the order wrong, or did they bring it in wrong? I used to have a ton of issues with, like, getting the wrong stuff whenever I ordered. It was very annoying. I remember one time, and I still didn't get a refund for it, by the way. I ordered food, and they brought me food from a different, like, restaurant. Like, it was clear that, like, whoever was delivering the food had, like, a bunch of, like, different, like, food delivery bags with them. And when they dropped the one off for me, they dropped off the wrong restaurant. And then I took a picture, and I was like, I want my refund. And they're like, why? I'm like, look at the picture they sent you of my food. It's the wrong bag. And they didn't even get a refund for it. And I was like, what? I was very baffled by that. It happened for a while, and then it suddenly stopped, so. Is KFC better in Canada? I know in the US the quality varies, but it's mainly crap. It's okay here. Again, it's my mom's favorite fast food restaurant. I think a lot of people here, I think a lot of people in general prefer Popeyes, though. Like, it's okay, but, like, a lot of people, if it comes down to it, will probably go to a Popeyes. I think it's definitely, like, telling that, like, you're probably more likely to find a Popeyes here than you are a KFC, so. I think that's probably a pretty good indication of how their business goes. Is there a Jollibee there? No, I don't think so. I live in a kind of very small city, more like a big town. So, not really a ton of stuff here. Sorry, Abby, I'm part of the Luge's gang, best chicken ever. The Lugs gang? I don't know the reference. Should have done a Miss Vernita reference because of the Popeyes. Abby lives in a village. I do. So my hut is pretty far away from, like, most of the better, you know, food huts. But yeah, thankfully we do have a Pizza Hut in the village. They keep my blood pressure in check. There you go. I get that reference. Never been to a Popeyes? I like Popeyes. It's pretty good. I think, like, legitimately, like, Popeyes, like, a nice, like, box of, like, large Cajun fries is, like, that alone, I'm, like, pretty fine with that. It's, like, perfectly filling. But Popeyes chicken sandwich is pretty great, too. Are you really in a Canadian village? No. No. I am technically in, it is technically a city. It is just a very small city. We had a mall, and then said mall, like, closed down. Like, the reason why where I live is a city to begin with is because there was a mall here. So they built a city around the mall. Then malls went out of style, and so the mall closed. So now there's just a city here anyway. But yeah, no, it was not that case. The mall blew up. It exploded. Violently destroyed. We don't even have a mall and we're a city. It's literally the Resident Evil village. It depends. RE4 is a pretty small village. But if we're talking like the Resident Evil 8, like the Resident Evil village, that's a pretty big village. Also, hi there, Katie. I hope you're doing well today. You live in Willamette. Yep. Honestly, kind of. The mall kind of reminds me of the Willamette Mall. It kind of reminds me of the Willamette Mall. It would need to be, like, taller, but that's about it. Every time I go to Popeyes, I make sure to get an extra order of 6 buttermilk biscuits before I leave. And then I proceed to eat all of them, no drink, and I die of dryness as it saps all the moisture from my body. I was gonna say buy the mall and rent it out for airsoft. It's technically still open. It's just there's like 3 stores there. One is a gym. The other is a graphic t-shirt store. And I forget what the last one is. I think it's like a grocery store. I didn't know village had a form of measurement. That's how I see it. Village. It goes like remote house, village, town, city, and then like fucking New York State. Is it snowing there still? It actually like got a bit warmer, so a lot of the snow outside my house actually melted a little bit. So the snow is not too bad. I'm guessing we're gonna get some snow real soon, but at the very least it's nice that like I can see the sidewalk again. I ain't Left 4 Dead 2 right now. KFC fucking sucks here. It's very hit or miss. I've been to decent KFCs and I've been to very bad ones. Must be nice. It is. And I recommend you a mixed drink I made up. It's a little basic, but it's really good. Sure. I'm always down to try. I need to buy more alcohol anyway, so I'll probably do like a trip to the LCBO, as we call it here. Don't ask why it's called Lickbo. I don't know. Where does Hamlet fit in? Hermit House, Hamlet, Village, Town, and City. I agree with that, yeah. I agree with that. I forgot one thing while chatting. What's up? Yeah, no, I agree with Ruku. That's a pretty good way of putting it. Do you get a lot of visitors to your mansion? It is not a mansion. It is a very... Hit the follow button. Aww. Thank you for the follow, Nora. It's very kind of you. I definitely do not live in a mansion. It's pretty, I mean, like, it's a very small house, but it's perfect for, like, one person and her cat. But yeah. No, I do not get a whole lot of visitors to my mansion, no. Sadly, the tennis court goes very unused, too. And the bowling alley, barely used either. You're always welcome. Aww. Nonsense. No need to be coy about it. I thank you for the follow. It means a lot. I wanted to be at a hermit house, but there's not enough land where I live to get away with it. My parents kind of live in a hermit house. Like, their house is pretty in the middle of nowhere. That said, like, living in the middle of nowhere, especially somewhere where it snows a lot, oh my god, it's the worst. Because up here, it won't snow as bad in cities because the pollution will cause a lot of it to be, like, to melt. No sadder words in the English language than the bowling alley goes unused. Aww. It's been forever since I went bowling. I'd like to. I really would. I just don't have anybody to really go with. And if I do hang out with people, it's usually like, well, there's a lot better things we could do than go bowling. Yeah, though, like, up here, like, if you live in, like, because of all the pollution a city produces, you won't get as much snow in this city because, like, it's just gonna melt a decent amount of it. Whereas, like, if you live in, like, a remote house in the middle of nowhere, like, the snow will, like, pile you in. Like, there's definitely at my parents' place and, like, buildings around there, they've just straight up had issues where it's like, yep, can't leave the house, the snow is covering the door. Kinda just gotta hope the neighbors come by and, like, help shovel the snow off your door. Otherwise, hope you got enough food to live on in there. You can always just open a window, I guess, and try to escape through there, but... yeah, it's a genuine concern here. I know a friend of mine, like, one time, like, spent his day outside, like, shoveling neighbors' doors, because it was like, people can't leave. Insane to think about. It, like, snow gets really bad. Especially recently. The winters here in Canada, like last year was, like, terrible. And so I am very afraid we're going to experience a similar winter this year. Call it Brainless Brain Mush. It's Mike's Hard Lemonade / Harder Lemonade. Or Smirnoff Ice, flavored depending on preference, with Sprite in a glass over ice. It's smooth but super strong. I'd like that. I don't really keep a lot of Sprite in my house, but I'd be willing to go out of my way to try it. But yeah, I'm just not a big fan of Sprite usually. But I know I know Sprite makes a very good mixer for alcohol. And so a lot of the time that people do own Sprite, it's for that. So yeah. You get a free snow tube? You do. You absolutely do. A lot of people here are prepared for the winters, so, like, you know, it sounds bad, but, like, you gotta remember, people here are so used to it that, like, it's kind of just a thing here where it's like, oh, in the winter time, when you buy groceries, you, like, double up on groceries because it's like we're probably not gonna be able to go grocery shopping for like another 2 weeks. So, yeah. How much for a normal 320 milliliter Sprite? It really depends on where you are. At Walmart, you could probably get like a case for like $5, whereas like at a restaurant or like a vending machine, it's probably like $2.50 for the fucking bottle alone. Sorry, I was taking a drink. I feel sorry for Canada pushing electric cars. It's not bad. I don't mind it at all. I mean, I'm very like, in my perfect world, we would have a lot more like, what's it called? What are like buses and taxis called? What's it called when it's like communal travel or something like that? Public transportation. I wish we had a lot more public transportation here, but if we can't, sorry, the words left my mind. I know, public transportation. I wish we had more public transportation. It's just sadly not really a thing here. The only reason I have my driver's license is simply because where I live, things are so far between each other that you just need to be able to drive. Also, have a good night, Just One. Hope you eat well then. Thanks for coming out. Electric cars get damaged when it's cold. I think here we kind of have, like, electric cars are built with that in mind. But yeah. It's not bad, so you understand batteries aren't rated for Canadian cold. I'm pretty sure there's some up here I've heard who are designed more. I'm sure that is an issue, and it probably is, like, still an issue. But I know there are some that definitely try to, like, get around with it. Happens when we let local automakers dictate local governments. I mean, again, I'm fine with it for the environment. It just kind of needs to be, like, prepared for the winter here. I would say more the issue is that, like, charging stations here aren't everywhere. Like, I'm pretty sure I've seen gas stations still that don't have charging stations. And that's the most important part is, like, I don't mind it, like, yeah, the battery might get a little affected and maybe you have to go in and get it replaced after the winter. But, like, I think it's another thing when it's like, I need it charged and, yeah, the infrastructure is just still not there. So, yeah. More trains now. Buses would be fine. Problem is, like, up here, we just don't have, like, long-range buses, really, so if you need to get somewhere that's, like, a 30 to 40-minute drive away, like, you need to do it yourself, basically. And, like, I'm not biking there. I'm not gonna ride on a bicycle for, like, whatever that conversion ratio is. I've also done enough walking. I used to, like, do pretty long walks, but at the same, like, you know, like a 5 to 10 minute drive is like a 40 to an hour long walk, so yeah. Kinda sucks, but I get it, and I appreciate that they're at least trying, but yeah. Battery tech is the fundamental issue of chemistry. Replaces a battery due to how they are fitted is not cheap. It's almost half the price of a low-end EV. I don't know what the solution is. I'm not an electric car maker. I'm just saying that environmental-wise, I'm all for it. But if I am having to buy a car, I'm probably gonna get a gas car. Just because convenience-wise, it has not reached a point where it is like less convenient enough, basically, if that makes sense. Next city is a 30-minute walk away. The next city is like a 30-minute drive away, I'm pretty sure. If I'm thinking of what is the next closest city. It's the next closest city that I care about, but yeah. It's the place that I used to work. They have an ice cream factory there. But yeah. Not fun. Everything here in rural Canada is kind of like really far away from each other. Because remember, it's not like the US where like we're I'm not gonna. This isn't meant to be some sort of like showboating, but if you look at it sheer landmass wise, Canada is a lot wider than the U.S. At least like a decent bit wider than the US. So like there is a lot more empty space in between cities here. Which fucking sucks. It's almost impossible to find a dumb car nowadays. Everything's got electronics. I mean, I don't mind an electronic screen. That's no longer a luxury. An electronic, like, screen in your car and stuff like that. If you mean, like, those kind of electronic, like, additions. They're just, like, expected out of cars now. But, yeah. I kind of want to lease one, but I'm worried I'm not going to use it enough. But, like, I guess I would figure out a way to go out of my way to do it. Lots of electric problems now, though. I haven't heard of too many, really. I don't know. It just depends on the car, really. So, yeah. And I mean, if you're, like, up here, your chances are you're storing your, like, car somewhere. Texas is twice the size of Canada. Yeah. Yeah, Texas is definitely that big. Abby is gonna be in a world of hurt. I haven't done it yet, and it's definitely gonna be, like, a very big commitment to make. Simply because, like, that's a lot of money. Like, part of the reason why I was able to afford my own house was because I was able to save up and not have a car that I needed. Whereas I feel like just buying a car, like, it takes so much out of your, like, finances that it kind of makes it hard to save up much. Just got an electric bike, at least you can bring that into the house. Yeah, I've kind of wanted to. They have, like, these kind of, like, miniature, like, electric cars in my city. I've seen them driving around, and I was like, those would be kind of nice. If I, like, don't plan to use it to, like, leave the city, that could be a kind of nice thing to have, but it's not moving around in the snow. Yellow car. You could fit 7 Earths inside of Texas? Definitely, yeah. So they say everything's bigger in Texas. What kind of cars? They're just talking about electric cars is all. Well, welcome, Fikri Twitch. I hope you're doing well today. Is yellow car a Canadian reference? No, it's GTA 4. when Nico is hailing down the taxi cabs, he yells out. He's like, a yellow car. EVs, yeah. I'm in Canada, so we're talking about, like, the issue the EV, like, batteries have in the cold. If you get an electric bike, keep in mind that the battery just give its proper maintenance. Things have exploded and burned down houses in my city. Jesus Christ. I don't know if I would want to keep it inside, but yeah. Famous Canadian Nico Bellic. Yeah, I don't know. Where the hell else is he from? I don't know. He had, like, an accent. That means he's Canadian or something, right? GTA 4 was fun. It's a shame the modding scene for GTA 4 is so dead in comparison to all the other games. I don't think we're gonna get a hardened, like, or a tightened GTA 4 mod anytime soon. Nico's Serbian. We know. We're just kind of joking around. Could be Portuguese. I don't know. I don't know where he's from. No, yeah. We know he's Serbian. Don't worry. We're not that dumb. But yeah, like, playing through GTA 4 is pretty fun, but there's really no point of returning. There's hard mode for GTA 4. There's nothing that has, like, the care and attention that the Titan mods have, though. You can stream yourself writing the code yourself. Fuck it, we'll make our own GTA 4 mod with blackjack and hookers. That would be something. I'll learn how to code. The first few streams will just be learning coding properly. And then once we kind of figure that out, then we'll move on to learning, like, basic modding, testing it, and then we'll move on to the mod. So we forget the hoverboard craze. You know, I never got to ride on a hoverboard. I bet it was fun, but I never got to do it. What's the point if it doesn't say shameful honestly? Exactly. For those who are into cars, you're gonna grind your teeth with what I'm about to tell you. Oh boy. GTA 4 needs a multiplayer mod similar to 5M. It needs some, like, it doesn't have anything. It was at like a weird time, and it's like, I know people are gonna be like, but GTA 4 is my favorite and it has the best story and blah blah blah. At the end of the day, I think GTA 4 is just not the most popular of them. I understand that you're gonna say like, but look, it gets more players on like Steam, and I'm like, yeah, I guess, but like, I don't know. Comparing it to the old GTA games is kind of bleh. At the end of the day, I think it's just, yeah, it's just not the most popular of them. Can't wait for Titan Andreas. I am gonna like play the shit out of that when that comes out. Hopefully it comes out next year or sometime soon. I'm really excited for it. As well as it's not the most popular, but it is the best one of the series. Fair enough, but again, it's not popular enough to get all the mods that like 5 has. Abby becoming a tech VTuber is the perfect pipeline to getting her to New Vegas modding. I'm familiar with New Vegas modding. What is it? I've learned the basics of the GEC, which is the modding tools for New Vegas. The most I've ever done is, for one playthrough I just wanted to not worry about repairing my armor. So I just made, like, a mod that it put armor down, basically, that was, like, like, it had infinite durability, or, like, basically infinite durability, and, like, decent stats, and I was like, there we go, just use that. I also did a mod to, model swap, existing armor in the game with, different armor, so that, like, because I didn't really like how the existing armor in the game looked, but I liked how this, like, modded armor looked. But I didn't want to wear, like, the modded armor, so I kind of, like, model swapped it. So that was neat. But that's the extent of my, like, Fallout modding. But I've done a little bit of it. 2010s, my cousin sold my dad's old Nissan after his passing. She sold a huge amount, just enough for her to buy herself a 2000s Audi TT convertible. But she forgot to mention that her dad's old Nissan happens to be an R32 Skyline. Oh dear. Yeah, that's probably appreciated in value a little. They peaked at Chinatown Wars and never got better. Pepsi did have a really funny idea for a stream, which was, speed running, like, doing, like, 10 speed runs in, like, one stream. But, like, only speedrunning games like Chinatown Wars where you could, like, easily beat them in, like, 10 minutes. Like, I think we found, like, another game that was, like, it was a Piranha Bytes game. And basically, like, the fastest way to beat the game is that, like, the villain shows up at the very beginning. And if you just, like, attack him and kite him into the nearby town, the townspeople will kill him. And then that's it. That's the whole game. It'll just cut to the credits. So, that, like, doing, like, stuff like that and just going through a bunch of speedruns of, like, games that are really quick and easy to speedrun, just to show off a bunch of them could be funny. Fully stocked factory color too. Darn. Well, if she needed the money, she needed the money. And hindsight is always 20/20, I guess. That's an awesome mechanic, which more games did that. It was very funny how... It's always funny to me when it's like how easy it is to speedrun the game, personally. Have you tried this mod that adds Fallout 3 and New Vegas together? I wish there was a name for it. Tales of something. We'll do a new Tale of Two Wastelands playthrough in the new fucking year. Trust me, I am put off doing, like, Fallout 3 and New Vegas. Once I have the new model, we'll start up a new Tale of Two Wastelands playthrough, don't worry. And we'll do a neat build. We'll do, like, an unarmed melee build or something like that, I don't know. But we'll do it a little bit differently. I think the games where Windows requirement kind of give the longevity of GTA 4. Maybe it's that? I don't know. I feel like part of it for me, what it comes down to, is like San Andreas was so easily moddable and so easy for people to run. That's why like all the older GTA games had like a really popular modding scene, Sayori. Whereas GTA 4 was like, I mean, like nowadays, like probably any like half-decent PC can run it no problem. But like back in the day, like it was a lot harder to run, so it was less popular. And just generally, yeah, it was hard to kind of like for people to mod it, and it wasn't popular enough to warrant mods. I know the most popular mod for it was like the what's it called? The Carmageddon mod that like made all the cars fly around. That was the most popular one, I think. Everybody was playing and doing that one. Low intelligence, high strength. I would love to do that, Bubba. I would love to see, like, more of the, low intelligence, like, dialogue options. But yeah. Beat GTA 4 with Carmageddon. I mean, either try, but I feel like it would so quick. GTA 4 is kind of like GTA 5 in that there's a lot of fail states for missions. So I feel like you could probably pretty easily, like, you know, soft lock yourself. Rainbow Miser Chaos mod. I don't think that exists for GTA 4, does it? I don't know if there is like a proper Chaos mod for GTA 4 like there is all the other ones, which is another kind of one of the issues. That I'm more surprised about because they've actually done one for all of them. You could run San Andreas on 2.5 potatoes. Exactly. Not only that, but you can mod San Andreas with 2.5 potatoes. I mean, hell, there's like a full market in some like other countries for like just selling like modded versions of San Andreas basically because like that's a decent way to make money. I got rid of my 50 gigabyte Fallout 4 mod folder. It just isn't moving forward in a good direction. Maybe I'll pick it up again once the modding scene stabilizes again. Yeah, because the new version of Fallout 4 broke everything, right? It completely busted all the mods again. I think I would just not bother with the new version personally. I'd be like, what is the new, does the new version add anything that I care about? I don't think so. I think it just adds a bunch of like creation club bullshit. And I'd be like, I don't really care enough about it. One mod I was watching is progression from junior year to high school until its end in 2021. It was a really big mod. For which game? Was it for 4? Oh, sorry, 1 second. I've not played the new version and uninstalled it too. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm sure people will figure out how to port over the mods. They'll figure out what broke them. San Andreas called GTA Underground. I'm not too familiar. The only mod I've been keeping up with is Titan to San Andreas, and that's just because I really want that to come out. Updates fuck up the script extender, so mods reliant on that will freak. Oh. Oh, it broke the script extender. Oh, God. How, though? How does that, how do they break that, and how, like, because that's, like, such a thing that, like, Bethesda games always need for modding. How do they keep breaking it? New Starfield is gonna have a massive update? Why? Why are they still doing Starfield stuff? Give up! Nobody cares. Okay, I'm sure some people out there care about Starfield, but I'm sorry. I don't think anybody really cares that strongly about it. I think it's just that Starfield is, like, it was a flop. The Bethesda magic was gone. People weren't really, like, into it, it wasn't appealing enough, and so everybody kind of was like, eh. Please, Todd. Todd, please, for the love of God, just work on Elder Scrolls 6. You don't have to do a lot, just, like, get, like, enough for you to make, like, a trailer. It can still be saved. I don't know how you would save it for me. You like Starfield? You liked it too? guess fair enough. I don't know. I bounced off of it really hard. And then I came back with that, like, Star Wars mod. And, frankly, I bounced off of it again super hard. On the bright side, I play Viva New Vegas again in the Log 15 mod, the size of a DLC. Play the, what's it called mod? play the really controversial one that I don't really remember. Bubba gets me. Bubba gets everybody. I think Bubba's a very chill guy. And a very good unknown player. I'm still impressed at that game. You landed a ton of, like, wall shots that really were... I was like, how? Fuck new... Oh yeah, Fallout the Frontier. I still need to find, like... I still need to, like, find, the unupdated copy of Frontier to give it a shot. Because I think that would be a lot of fun to, like, go through for old time's sake. I don't know the details, but it's kind of unavoidable if you want to update the game. They doesn't do the scripting center touching engine level stuff. I know, but like, why are they touching engine level stuff? All they're ever changing in these like new Fallout 4 versions is like, oh, we're adding a bunch of Creation Club content to the game, and it's like, why? Huh. Who are you? Why are you? I don't know if it's still there, but I got Frontier 1.0 for the Mod Piracy subreddit. I would not mind a copy of that if you still have it, Sayori. I would not mind a copy of it because I would love to just do, like... we'll just do, like, a new Vegas playthrough where I just, like, I don't know, use console commands or something to, like, create, like, a level-appropriate character. Alright, Abs, time for the serious talk. Uh-oh. What's this about? I too would like a copy of that. The DVD collector's edition. Are we shadow buying it? If they had released it on any other month, I probably would be like, yeah, I'd kind of like the statue enough. I'm willing to get it. This month specifically, though, with like how much money I've had to spend on like Christmas shopping and new model stuff. The idea of, like, the DVD collector's edition, I'm like, I like the statue. I know people don't like the statue, but, like, as a Sable player, I like it. I don't know if I care that much about the art book, really, but... maybe. I don't know. How long do I have to decide? How long are pre-orders up till? Frontier is 12 gigs. I can provide a Google Drive link. I can provide a Google Drive link for you to submit it to if somebody has it. I guess if Sayori still has it, I mean. But yeah, I could get ways of you to upload it if you're willing to. I think it goes over January, but don't quote me on that. I'm debating it. I don't know. On the one hand, like, I don't think I'm gonna, like, miss it if I don't buy it. If I do buy it, I'll be like, oh, that's kind of cool. But, like, if I completely, like, ignore it and don't end up getting it, I'm not gonna be, like, upset about it, really. It's not gonna, like, destroy me or anything like that. So that's why I'm kind of leaning towards no. But, cool statue. Frontier subreddit link to an archive.org page for it. Oh, that's perfect then. I could just get it from there. Cool. But yeah, I would love to do a... I would love to do an unupdated version just to see how bled is. I just want the statue stable looks killer in there. I know, it's the only part that I want too. As a Sable Ward main. That's the only reason I kind of want it, is because it has Sable in the statue. Which is exactly what they want, but... I'll think about it. I don't know. But yeah. We're talking about the Dead by Daylight. They're coming out with, like, a new edition that, like... they're selling, like, an art book and, some other, like, physical goodies to have with it. I can't find the subreddit I got it off of. If they have an archive.org link, I could work with that. So, that works for me, Alfie. Also, hi there, Alfie. Sorry I didn't say hi already. You see the new Dead by Daylight comic coming out? I did! I did see they were doing a comic book about like Hillbilly or something like that. That's neat. I think that's honestly, I don't know if it's gonna be published for free online. I think a comic book series personally would be better for them than like a TV series like they were originally thinking of, or like a movie. I'm mad that comes with shards and not orc cells. That part is very confusing, I agree. Archive.org, the Fallout the Frontier version 1.0. The first unpatched version of it. Alright, you know what? Download it right now. Actually, it's archive.org. This is gonna be a super slow download anyway. The movie is still being made. Isn't it just gonna be like a generic horror movie though? Except there's gonna be like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, drop the pallet on him, drop the pallet on him. Like, I don't know, it just seems, I'm just like, isn't it just gonna be like a very normal movie? Anyway, alright. Fallout Frontier is being downloaded. Also, hi there, Rizzler. I hope you're doing okay. Welcome, welcome. Was he able to finish the new Fallout episode? Does the Lottery Ritter Adipton make an appearance? No. Sadly, Oliver Swaddick is his name, I think, does not make an appearance. Honestly, Crisp, it was kind of a lackluster episode. Again, I'm not saying it's like a bad episode. I'm just saying for like the season premiere of a show that a lot of people were looking forward to the new season of. Oliver Swanwick. Thank you very much, Katie. OMG Frontier stream. Not right now, but down the line, yeah. I think that would be very fun to do. Just like, we'll just use console commands to like quickly build up a like, I don't know what like the recommended level is, but we'll just build up like a recommended level character. And I'll just like give them some like decent items and go into it. Novak doesn't even look like Novak. No, the dinosaur is facing the wrong way. There was no pool in the motel. The town around it is way smaller, and the motel itself is way smaller. Just cleared out some space on my PC. Very nice movie, Weeb. Very nice. I think Windows does offer a cleanup service if you want to have them try to clear up some space for you. It'll like clear up like temporary files and stuff like that. I haven't watched your episode yet, but some people are saying the dinosaur's facing the wrong way. It is. No, it 100% is, because they needed to have a scene where, like, she shoots from the dinosaur down at people in the town. But yeah, the dinosaur is facing the wrong way. Is the TV series even canon at this point? I don't really know what they're going for. I think it's still meant to be canon. It's a small detail to miss. Although it's like, I wonder if the reason Novak was overrun was because of fucking... I wonder if the reason why, like, Novak was overrun is because the dinosaur is facing the wrong way. So Boone and Manny, when they were, like, watching with their snipers, they were looking the wrong way. They were looking at the town. It's no wonder it got attacked. I just constantly command materials so I can start building my first settlement. I actually agree with that 100%, Fickery. When I play Fallout 4, the most fun I have is if I just use console commands for materials. I don't want to slowly build up my settlements, because then I'm only going to build up one, really. But if I just use console commands for materials, I'm like, I don't mind building up a couple of different settlements for fun. So yeah. I'm really bad at PCs. And it's not your fault. I mean, if you want a lot of stuff on your PC, you probably should have another hard drive, honestly. Fallout doesn't really have a consistent canon anyway. I was gonna say, but this has been slowly, like, changing more and more stuff, so I feel like getting details like that wrong shouldn't be as much of a surprise. Alternate timelines where they built the dino the wrong way. I don't know. Everything else so far seems to be trying to keep up with the existing canon, so I cannot say or deny anything. Another settlement needs your help, Abby. No. We did Fallout 4, we're done with it. What's your go-to faction Fallout 4? Probably Minutemen. For no particular, I guess because I like building up the castle. The castle is kind of a cool settlement to build up. I also like that the Minutemen technically give you the most freedom. That's not to say I dislike the other factions, it's just, if you want to know my go-to one, it's always going to be the most, like, open-ended one. And I feel like the Minutemen is the most open-ended one. Not gonna lie, I might have just made the first town a water purification plant and became a tycoon. Yeah, I'm used to building up Hangman's Alley because it's the only settlement near Diamond City. And so I usually build up Hangman's Alley just to, like, have that all set up. If Garvey is a pain in the ass, give it a settlement quest. I just kind of ignore Garvey. And at the end of the day, the settlement quests are really just there to point you in the direction of where settlements are. I'll be back. Okie dokie, Terminator. And the Novak endings, Legion always swept through the town except when you kill the people or sabotage the rockets, which makes it irradiated. So you're thinking, Alfie, that they're gonna, like, hard confirm the Legion ending? It'd be interesting route to go. I'd pick the Minutemen less if Garvey wasn't so hot. Sorry, if I'm going hottest Fallout 4 companions, I'm always gonna go with my boy Hancock. Nothing can beat that ghoul. But yeah, but Fallout London, I still need to try Fallout London. I think I watched Gnome Pickles play it a little bit, and Gnome was having some issues with it, so that's what kind of like made me about it for a while. It just sweeps Novak regardless of which route you take. Oh yeah, that's true. Actually, that's a good point. Yeah, no matter what ending you go with and no matter how you deal with Novak, no matter what, they're always a victim of the attack, right? Mainly because they're so far east that they're just kind of like in the way. Like they're right north of Boulder, or they're right like near Boulder City, which is already taken, so yeah. I have a love-hate relationship with the Brotherhood of Steel. Racist assholes, but they got a lot of firepower. I like the Brotherhood of Steel because I like the Prydwen. I think the Prydwen was like a cool like setup for them. And it's a cool Brotherhood base. It's definitely, in my opinion, the coolest Brotherhood base in the series. Can't see it happening, but I hope to see a possible lunatic courier appearance. No way. I don't think they're ever gonna show. They're not gonna have somebody show up and they're gonna be like, I'm the courier. Or they're gonna introduce a character and they're gonna like subtly mention at some point, like, by the way, I used to be a courier. I would be very surprised if they go to like that level of fan service. So they're introducing House out the gate. I'm wagering House ending is the likeliest. Maybe, but like, I don't know. A House ending where the Legion lives does not seem likely, given that the whole thing is he kind of just wanted to be rid of them. So, I don't know. I honestly don't know if we're even gonna get a canon ending. I bet we're gonna get like we're gonna get some weird details here and there that don't seem to point in any specific direction. What do you mean House is still alive? We don't know if he's still alive or not. He showed up in the trailer for season 2. But he showed up in the trailer, but like that could have just been like a pre-recorded thing. It certainly wouldn't be out of place, especially for House. House is limited in what he has power over. I know, but his whole thing is he wanted to build up his Securitron army so he could secure his, like, part of the wasteland and start his, like, capitalist empire. Which makes the technology they introduce for... I don't want to spoil it, but, like... they introduce a new technology that House was working on. That, in my opinion, is very confusing with his end goal of using capitalism to take over everything. But that's just me. Caesar is dead. Boone shot him in the mouth with an anti-material rifle. In most playthroughs, yeah. But instead they're gonna reintroduce Macaulay Culkin as Caesar. I doubt they will, but I know Macaulay Culkin is supposed to be in it. Girl ending is starting the game over halfway through. Oh no, you're super right. Canon ending is never finishing the game because it's too long. Let Veronica be in Fallout Season 2. Do we know when Fallout, the TV show, is supposed to take place? Like, how long after everything? Like, how old would everybody be at this point? House MD alive is... House MD is alive in Fallout? Yep. You saw how good of a doctor was. You don't think with enough time, House MD could solve aging? About 9 years? To be fair, in a decent amount of the endings for the companions, they're either dead or missing. Like, or they leave the Mojave. It's very rare for the companions to have endings where they survive and stay, technically. Speaking of Macaulay Culkin, you know he started a Nutcracker film in 1993? I did not know that. It doesn't surprise me that much. I mean, he was in so many things. He was in... Wasn't he in, like, The Wizard? Not the Nintendo movie, The Wizard, but, like, another movie called The Wizard? Or would you guys want Fallout 5 to take place? Somewhere in the Midwest. Fallout Tactics and Brotherhood of Steel kind of touched on the Midwest. And I know those are, like, debatably canon now. But I would kind of love to see them, like, canonize the Midwest Brotherhood of Steel. It was Texas. Was it Texas? I forget where it took place. But either way, I'd like it to take place in, what's it called? The Midwest, personally. So waiting on Fallout Miami mod. I don't think that's ever gonna get finished. But the OST they released for it was pretty good. Cactus was Chicago. I would really like somewhere in the Midwest, just so we could, like, have that chapter of the Brotherhood of Steel canonized, but I don't know. We'll see. Texas would be a badass setting. I wouldn't really care for it. Canada would be interesting. I wouldn't really want Canada, but I would kind of like them to do, not Canada specifically, but maybe, like, upper north, like, yeah, like, Windsor or Detroit, where it's, like, almost, like, on the border with Canada, basically. I would really like that, so that it's still in America, but you can kinda have, like, the Canada in it. I don't want it to be fully Canadian, because I feel like that takes away from the whole point of Fallout, which is that it's supposed to be America. The themes of, like, you know, 50s America, the Cold War, is so kind of ingrained in the Fallout that having it take place in Canada just seems kind of, like, very anti against the main themes. But yeah, that's my opinion. Remember the hoax idea that was around before Fallout 4 was announced because that it was supposed to take place in San Francisco? I don't remember that. I remember, like, in Fallout they annexed Canada. I know. But even still, I think Spirit, like, on a strict, like, thematical level, I think it should stay in America, personally. So the most I would be willing to go is somewhere that, like, borders Canada. And maybe you could have a little bit of Canada in it. But I wouldn't want it to be too much. I forgot what I was reading before. I think the DLCs on Fallout 3 were nice. I like them a lot. I think Fallout 3 had some strong-ass DLCs, personally. Legit, half Canada, half America. I'd be fine like that. I would be fine with half Canada, half America. Again, I just wouldn't want it to be purely Canada. I feel like that goes against it. Abby loves Far Harbor. No, I said Fallout 3 DLC. I did not like the... I think the best Fallout 4 DLC is very sadly, like... sadly, the best Fallout 4 DLC is probably literally just, Automaton. I only really like the robot building one. What about Fallout that takes place in Mexico? Again, maybe Texas bordering Mexico. I wouldn't want it to be purely Mexico. But somewhere bordering it with like half and half, I'd be fine with. That's why you won't play Fallout London. I won't lie, it is definitely one of the reasons why Fallout London isn't as appealing to me. Is because I'm like, Fallout's very about America. I know it's a fan project, so I get it. They probably wanted to like try somewhere else, and I guess I'm fine with that. But in terms of like what interests me most, it's always gonna be like the America. The whole point of Fallout, and like a lot of its main themes come from it being in America, so I don't want it to stray from there, because then you're going into territory where it's like, well, what is the theme about then now? New York would be cool as hell. I'd be very curious how they would do New York. Because, good God, because, like, DC was very interesting in the way they handled that. How would you do New York where the whole fucking state is a city, basically? Abby, America is overrated. But it's the whole point of Fallout. And you can't say it's overrated. That's the whole point of the series. Fallout Mormon Edition, Utah or something, I don't know. I mean, some of the original followers of the Apocalypse, I believe, came from Utah. So, there's established lore there already. Fallout, but you are Joshua Graham. We don't know if he survived. He might have not. That would be somebody... If there was anybody who would be really cool to see in Season 2, I would love to see Joshua Graham. Hey, Abby, guess what? Are you gonna throw something at me, or are you gonna make me say Yoshi? Especially the use of the Statue of Liberty. You cute. Aww. Thank you, Bright Star. That is very kind of you. Oh. Ow. Yep, there we go. Yoshi! Fallout Guam. Fallout Hawaii? I always kind of imagine that, like, Hawaii in the Fallout universe is kind of like Hotline Miami. Where, like, Hawaii just got, like, hard nuked right off the bat. I don't know. That's my headcanon on it, because it never really gets talked about. Survived because the alcohol inside of him burned brighter than the car crash around him. His throat burned hotter than any fire around him. Follow Ohio Rizzler. I don't know. I don't know where I would want a new follow to be set. I think there's a lot of options. I think anywhere bordering around the outside of America without necessarily leaving it would be good. I think Midwest would be good just to see what they come up with there. I think a Fallout New York would be interesting, but I really don't know how they would do it. We need another Hotline Miami game, such a good series. That's what I said, and everybody was like, Abby, don't you know the second one ended? And I'm like, yeah, I know how the second one ended. You could still write another story, though. Post-apocalypse or not. Hawaii in a 50s theme, had a little Elvis Presley reference / canon. That could work. That could be true. A Fallout in Hawaii where they like where they do some like bullshit and explain that like the radiation made the Hawaii volcanoes like active again. I think that could be really cool. That could be an interesting thing to play with. And we got another game that wasn't Hotline Miami they previewed years ago, but they've been radio silent since. That's unfortunate. I guess I'm like perfectly fine with them like saying like, okay, Hotline Miami 1 and 2, we're done. We did it. It's okay. But like, God, those games are so like huge and influential. It's so sad that they just kind of like disappeared. Like I like Fallout, like Hotline Miami 2 had like so many crossovers with different projects and like so many things referenced it and like, I would raise the argument that, like, Hotline Miami was one of, like, the first things to, like, bring back the whole, like, 80s craze. Like, this was, like, pre-Stranger Things, correct me if I'm wrong. So, like, Hotline Miami was, like, pretty big and influential for something that, like, only had 2 entries, and that was it. I was talking to my brother here, and you're definitely not getting our sunken treasure. Definitely not getting it. Wait, no, dude, they took everything. That was my whole life savings. You can't trust sunken treasure, and you can't trust banks. The only thing you can trust is eating your money. That way, it's always on you. Hotline Miami was an obsession for me back in the day. They were the first games I 100% completed. Like, the synth, yeah, like, they were so influential. Like, people loved them. And just, I would argue, like, they were one of, like, the biggest indie games of all time, too. And just didn't really, kind of just died off. They did 1, they did 2, and that was it. They stopped doing them. And I have no idea why. I prefer they left my Hotline Miami as is. Yeah. I mean, it's been long enough, though. Like, I don't know. I feel like they could do a 3rd, and they could really do a really good game. But I also have respect for them saying we did 2, and we did what we wanted to do, and we have no desire to continue. I have respect for them, and while I'd like a 3rd one, I am okay with them not doing any more, I guess. It just surprises me that they didn't. Really small teaser like last year on YouTube, and we never heard about it ever again. Oh, it was a 2D platformer. Aww. Not quite the Hotline Miami 3 or Hotline Miami spiritual successor then, huh? That's unfortunate. I remember really loving the, one of, like, the first, like, proper trailers for, like, Hotline Miami 1. It was like a properly shot trailer, like, or not properly shot, but like a live action trailer, and it was just like the guy with the bunny mask going up the elevator and like progressively getting more and more bloody with like each stop. And I was like, God, that trailer is so good. That trailer went so hard. I was like, damn. So, I loved that a lot, and I did play through both the games. I am the rare person who actually likes 2 better, because I started with 2, and no disrespect to 1, but those dog hitboxes make me want to fucking die inside. Whereas 2 felt a lot more fluid. I need to play 2. Some people have issues with the level design of 2, and I'm not gonna say it's perfect. 2 is a lot more guilty of, like, you get shot from off-screen and there's something, there's, like, nothing you can really do about it except just know that that was gonna happen. I think it just feels way smoother to play, though, and that's what's most important to me. I kind of love 2 more. Yeah, long hallways, tons of windows, like, they really rely on you to just be, like, ready to, like, fucking do a lot of precise inputs, basically. Whereas, like, 1 kind of lets you, like, play more on the fly. I like 1's replayability, but I like 2's music and characters. I could agree with that, too. I like 1's replayability a lot. If there's any mechanic I wish 2 had more of, it was, like, collecting masks and, you know, going through the game with different masks to, like, get different playstyles kind of thing. It was one thing I really liked about 1 that was completely absent from 2, basically. I know 2 kind of had it, but it was basically like you unlock all 3 styles by the, like, just naturally, and you just use what you want. I like 2 better, too. I didn't mind the off-screen enemies, but I feel like that's just me. Because I played 2 first, I didn't mind it. Yeah, like, I didn't mind 2 at all because I played it first, so I wasn't, like, used to anything else. Then when I played the first one, like, sure, the levels were better, but missing a dog that was point blank in front of me just because, like, the hitboxes were wonky or, like, just fucking frustrated me to no end. Any chance you could do a Mario voice for bits? It's a me, Mario. How many bits is that worth? That's the best I got. I don't know what else you want me to do. I don't know all the Mario quotes. Ow! Give me a moment. Yay! You don't actually have to, Brightstar. I'm happy to do it if you just want me to. I feel like the fans didn't have that many levels, which is a shame because they had the most fun to play as. They were the most fun to play as, and they were the most varied. Because, like, each of the fans had, like, you know, a different gimmick, like the different masks. And then the entire finale, you're just playing as the Sun, who has 3 different styles, but I don't know. They were just mostly reskins of the fans' style. And, what's it called? Then you play as, like, Richter at the very ending, and he was just nothing. Like, Richter, you just played normally, basically. And there was a lot of things where just you played normally. There was the flashback scenes where you got to pick your weapons, which were cool. But I feel like you just kind of, like, picked the one you like and stuck with it. How many points for, So long, Gay Bowser. How does he say it? I don't, to be honest, I'm so used to so long, Gay Bowser. I don't know what he's actually trying to say. Cody and Corey were my go-to every time I replay. Aw, I like the twins. I thought the twins and the just run and gun style of getting, like, both a ranged person and a melee person. No, those are the actual words. Oh yeah, it's so long, Gay Bowser. You said it right. Thank you, Leo. Thank you. But yeah, I think the twins from the fans, Bubba, were my favorite. I just loved the run and gun the most. Like, being able to use, like, a melee weapon and being able to, use the ranged option were both great. What emote is that? He was just calling Bowser gay. Trust me, I played the game. It was a different time, you know. It was back in, like, the you know, the late 90s. It was more socially acceptable to say it, so it shouldn't come as a surprise, although it's no wonder Nintendo never really dives into that aspect of Mario much anymore. Which is okay, I'm just not a fan of Victor. Was Victor the guy with the dual SMGs? Yeah. The problem with him was it was a cool ability, but, like, it was just kind of like, once it runs out, you just have nothing. Do the VA accent. So long, King Bowser. I don't know. I'm not as good at doing a Mario voice. The twins were cool, but the guy with the gun was a bit weird to aim with. I didn't even think it was, like, that was Mark. Oh, okay, sorry. Okay. Yeah, no, that wasn't. That DVD reference completely went over my head. I thought Mark was okay. It was just kind of, like, annoying to aim. I don't think the aiming was even that bad. It's just once you ran out of bullets, that was it. Give me your schizo badge. No, please, give me one more chance. Yeah. The twins are okay. I feel like Victor is the carry of the two. I feel like Charlotte's the letdown aspect. Just a normal M1 killer. But you need her to get those injuries, and then Victor does all the yeah, actual, like, downs. So sorry. You take my schizo badge if you want, but I ain't gonna get rid of it without a fight. I like that Bubba got it though. I think that makes me laugh a lot too. Follow the Frontier has finished downloading. That'll be fucking something when we get around to that. Again, this week is kind of already done, and next week is probably all filled out too, so I can't really say when I would start it, but maybe we'll do it sooner rather than later. Follow the Frontier? Yeah. We were talking about it earlier. I have the unpatched version ready now. We can play Follow the Frontier without any of the patches, you know, all the patches that made it less creepy and less weird. Now he's got a raw dog, a Deathclaw. Yep, I forgot that was a mechanic, honestly. One more week of peak, I'm so happy. Aww. You know, what you're supposed to say is every week of Abby is peak. Huh. But no, and definitely, like, after next week, like, things will go back to a bit more of a normal schedule. Up until, like, the actual model premiere, which will be, like, the big, you know, the big thing, and then, yeah. I meant my work? Oh. Sorry. Game has such a weird and bizarre story behind it. That's what happens. That's what happens with any, like, ow. That's what happens with, like, any, like, small development team. It's the writer's barely disguised fetish has to make its way in there. Because, like, whenever you're writing, you need other people in the writing room to look at what you wrote and potentially say, maybe don't have that. And sometimes there's nobody in the room or nobody with the power to tell that person no. And that's how you get David Cage games. I mean, Fallout the Frontier. I'll be like my eulogy, Abby. I made it nice and I almost cried rereading it. Aww. I'll read it after stream. I don't want to cry on stream, sorry, but thank you. I'll be very, very cute to read it on stream for sure. You know, when the day comes. When the day comes that we say goodbye to current Abby and hello to new Abby. But yeah, super looking forward to it. A lot of things planned. It's gonna be great. It's gonna all be absolutely fantastic, and I cannot wait for it all. Horror Night's gonna be so fun. So, hope you're all looking forward to it. Hope everybody's got some Monster Energy and some Red Bull ready. I still need to order some groceries with it because I also kind of want to just have some snacks laying around for it. But yeah, it'll be so amazing. It'll certainly be my longest stream to date. And boy howdy, will it be fun. I've never had any form of energy drinks. I usually stay away because I don't really like the taste that much. And try to stay up for the whole thing. Aww. It's nobody is obligated to, but I appreciate everybody going out of their way to try. It means a lot, trust me. It means a lot that people are even thinking about, like, trying to stay up for it. Don't forget the WOWDA. I will have it. Don't worry, Crisp. 48-hour Dead by Daylight stream when? We'll see how 24-hour goes. I pass out 4 to 5 hours in. No, I don't blame you. You'll probably pass out, wake up, and it'll still be going with, like, over half the time to go. Be careful. I will. Again, I gotta get a lot of sleep beforehand, and I gotta get a lot of sleep afterwards. I might try, but I'm an EP boy. If you sleep, please leave the stream open. You don't have to. The technology means more, but it would mean a lot. Anyway, but yeah, I'm super looking forward to it. It'll be a great, great night, and then day, and then night again. Abby, I always sleep to your streams. Aww. Because they're comfortable, right? Not because they're boring. I know though. But thank you, Be Complex. I used to use, like, YouTube content to fall asleep a lot. I usually fall asleep to, like, you know, like, old, like, Germa VODs or stuff like that, so... By all means, like, I'm happy to hear people use me for the same reason that I use content creators. Please eat a lot. I don't want to watch Waterboy on Sunday. I might cancel this Sunday afternoon movie night just to be safe. If that's okay. Just in case I, like, sleep for 14 hours. Not saying I will, but, you know, just in case. I watched one of the latest VODs to sleep to last night. It was so cozy. Aww. See, it means the world to me. Question, will the Minecraft stream be you, or will you be playing with other people? it's gonna just be me. I think if I get, like... if my voice gets, like, really tired from trying to, like... I might stream a movie on that Sunday. If you want to, feel free. I can leave it up just in case. My attendance, though, is on the fence. But I'll let you know in the Minecraft stream what I think. And I'll post it in the Discord. It'll just be me. If my voice gets very fried from talking for that long, like, straight, I might ask Pepsi to keep you napping. I might ask, like, Pepsi to join in and talk for a bit. I might ask Caster to join in and talk for a bit. just so somebody can hold up most of the conversation for me. Maybe even Thermonica if she's around. I don't know. Maybe Riley if she's around. But yeah, just, like, get other people to talk for a bit. I haven't cleared this with anyone else, so I need to, like, ask them on stream. But, yeah. I would probably go ahead and, get some other people to help. I will do it. Maybe even be complex. But yeah. Just, like, get some other people to talk for a bit so that, I could just kind of, like, focus on playing for a bit and, like, let them carry the conversation just to give my voice a rest. That's all, really. Other than that, though, yes, I'm gonna be playing entirely offline, like, by myself. Like, it's not gonna be, like, an open multiplayer server. Again, the whole kind of, like, drive behind this is that I've never beaten Minecraft before. Like, I've never beaten the Ender Dragon and gotten the credits, so that's the goal of the stream, is for me to beat it for the first time. I'm pretty sure I know how to. It's more just a matter of, like, actually sitting down and doing it. 0 streaming time and ability. Aw, come on. I think being there with someone else makes it a lot easier. I mean, neither did Pepsi, and I think she did pretty well, too. But yeah, it'll be a very great event. And I hope that everybody enjoys every second of it. And yes, I will do everything in my power, even if I have to potentially cut out segments. I hope it doesn't come down to that, but if it does, I will do it. To, what's it called? Upload it as a VOD. I want it to be available. Because I want, like, potentially my longest stream I ever do. If this is the longest stream I ever do. I want it to be, what's it called? You know, blah. I want it to be something archived. That's what I mean. I'll join and talk about Kingdom Hearts lore. That'll knock chat out. Oh, we're not trying to make cat chat fall asleep. Longest stream of your life so far. I don't know. Maybe someday there will be a subathon or something. I don't think I want to do one, like, quite yet. Feel like I'd want to be, like, a bit bigger. But yeah. Please make a netherite hoe. You know what? I will consider it, Seraphine. I will consider making a netherite hoe. 1K followers. I have a different plan for 1K followers. That is the close to a subathon. Yeah. I have a different idea for 1K followers, which is, maybe not as widely hyped as Minecraft, but, you know David Cage, the guy who made, like, Heavy Rain and Detroit Become Human and Indigo Prophecy and all those games that we all love and enjoy? My plan for 1,000 followers would be to play his first game he ever made and probably try to marathon it, which is Omicron, the Nomad Soul, which is a very old game, a very bad game, and a very confusing game that I would love to see people, like, see the reactions of. Abby plays RuneScape 1-99 at least one skill. I mean, that wouldn't be too bad, Ruku. Okay, I I could do like 1 to 120 on stream. Like, thievery, probably no problem. Actually, I guess, I don't know. It may need to be during, like, a double XP event or something like that, but... that wouldn't be too bad. I think I would do thievery, because it's just the easiest. Just do, like, each of the thievery areas, and then move on to, what's it called? Move on to the wilderness and just do safes in there forever. Old school RuneScape. I think everything I did for 120 Thievery was basically all the old school strats. I don't think I used too much that was like RS3. That's right, I played RuneScape. I fucking played in the Fresh Start worlds. I've got the inverted 120 Thievery cape, damn it. That's how much I played. That was a fun experience. I haven't played since I got that cape though. That was the last, like, big thing I sat down and did, and then I was like, alright, I'm done. David Bowie's favorite game? You know it then, because you know David Bowie's in it, too. Like, your stream tags, they got reset, did they? Welcome, Zacky Lucky, I hope you're doing well. What? Why did they get reset? Aww. What did you do to get 120? Fresh Start Worlds were like 3 times XP, I think, or something like that. So, like, you got a lot of XP for doing it. How long did it take? A couple hours here and there of grinding for a few nights. 120 Thievery is not, it is not the hardest at all. Why did my tags get reset, huh? Thank you for letting me know, Zacky Lucky, though. That was very helpful. Did it just now get reset? Huh. Hold on, almost done. Canadian and... there. I think that's all the ones, really. No longer grow failure. It should be back. That's not happening in old school RuneScape. No, I know. I know it'll be a lot more annoying. What if I just do agility? I'll do 120 agility and we could be here for like weeks as we run the same agility course over and over again. As we do the rooftops in wherever the fuck for like days. I watched the 2 Best Friends playthrough of it. Oh my god! You watched 2 Best Friends play too? It's always good to find a fellow 2 Best Friends play fan. And you get carpal tunnel. Yep, because you have to individually click everywhere and it fucking sucks. Huh. It'd be good to show off though, but yeah, it sucks. But yes, the Super Best Friends playthrough Sayori is where I know of it too. And it looked like absolutely terrible, and that's why I was like, I want that to be my 1,000 followers goal. Because that's something near and dear to my heart. And hopefully other people's hearts, but yeah. First 99 for me was Slayer. Slayer's really easy though. I think first 99 for me would have been Melee. And then I think I went and got 120 Thievery. By my untrimmed Slayer cape. Aww. Very nice, though. I never actually got 120 agility. I just used to watch a guy... I used to watch a guy on YouTube who, he would play RuneScape, and he had a character where, like, every square he moved, like, he had to get a certain amount of XP to, like, buy a square to move. And so, it was really, really funny because he had to, like, optimize his route and where he, like, XP grinded. It was a really neat series. It took fucking eons, but it was really cool. XP locked, yes. It was great. It was super great. It's been a while, but I did love that. Girl failure fails her tags. Yeah, I don't know why my tags got cleared out. That kind of sucks. Hopefully that doesn't happen again, but again, thank you for letting me know. You see the chunk locked accounts? No, I haven't watched it in a while. Again, I think I was still watching when it was ongoing. Whatever happened to societal gooning? We used to goon together as a society, but now we goon separately in private. When fucking Elon Musk made tweets private because someone made fun of him for his liked tweets. Or when they made your likes private because somebody made fun of him for his liked tweets. Now you can't see what other people goon to on Twitter. And it was on that day that gooning became a private activity. Otherwise, we used to all do it in rooms together. In a circle sometimes. I share my goon with you. Goku, take my goon energy. You just see Extreme Chunk Locked by Limpwork. I'll check it out. I've wanted to watch them for a while. I kept forgetting to, but yeah, I used to love that series. Wise words, Abby. Thank you. Thank you very much. I certainly thought so. Huh. But yeah, lots of big plans. I won't lie, there is a lot of stuff that I'm gonna finally admit. There's a lot of stuff I've wanted to stream and I've been ready to stream, but I was like, I kinda wanna save this for the new Abby model. And so, there is a lot of stuff I have been waiting to do for a while that I am very excited to do once the new model comes out, so... expect a lot of things that it's like, I thought you would have streamed this already. And I'm like, nope. I'm only doing it now. There's a level of autism that's impressive. Again, seeing somebody sit down and do 120 or 99 agility is like, fuck that. Me gooning together? Yep, that's a stream idea. Bruh, I'm gonna get banned, and that's gonna be it. Final Abby stream is just outright porn. So, look forward to that. But yeah. It'll be a great time. But, as exciting as that is, are you gonna be like, new Abby, who dis? I will probably forget that comment, Rizzler, and then I will say the line naturally anyway. Back in the day, I tuned into someone's just chatting shit where they were just going to town on their dick. It was very loud. That's certainly something. Well, you know, let me go around the just chatting categories, see what everybody's up to. I wonder what this person's just chatting about. Oh. Oh no, why is it so loud? Drop them a follow. Drop them a follow so they see the big notification appear on screen and they have to be like, thanks for the follow while they're in the middle of it. I'm about to bust. I will donate 5 subs if you can edge yourself for another hour. Okay, now that's literally probably something that goes on like fucking fucking like other sites for streaming that kind of content. I don't know. I've never watched a porn live stream. I will fully admit, the Goonet extraordinaire. I have never tuned into a porn live stream. It just never really appealed to me. I don't know. What if you finish and then you're like, well, it's just gonna be live for like another hour or two. Now what do I do? So you just say like, alright, well, I'm done. Bye now. My good live stream is you. Is that why sometimes you say I'm done, I'm leaving, bye now? You go for another round, you keep going. It's more of an obligation. I'm done. Aw, damn it. Could've lasted a little longer. Pretty much abysmal. I would say this year was pretty much abysmal. Hi there, Loki. I hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. No Croc live stream makes me sad. Huh. I'll try next time. There, Bright Star. There. Come back in 20. Yeah, you know, I gotta go get like a drink of water and maybe like a snack, and then I'll be back. Don't worry. I don't know. I've never been there, so who knows? I'm sure it's a great time. I'm sure they have a great time there. I'd hope so. That's kind of the point, but yeah. What's a great way, though, to end and begin the new year? I am so happy and excited. I mean, that's pretty much what happened during the stream, though. I hope you're doing well. Well, fair enough, yeah. Hear me out. Abby expands to TikTok Live. I will consider starting a new TikTok account after I get over the fact that I don't know if my last one was shadow banned or what. I'm still mad about that. I don't know what to do. Did I upload too much too quickly? Should I upload like one a day for the first few days? Like, I've got a bunch of YouTube shorts I could put on there. I just don't know if I should or shouldn't. Because I don't know if it's just gonna be like, oh, your account's not running anymore, sorry. I do not know. But I will give it a try again. To expand my horizons, as it were. What about an Instagram account? Maybe. Are a lot of VTubers on Instagram, though? I figure TikTok is at least, like, trying to appeal to, like, a different, broader audience that I could assume would watch VTubers. Yeah. Why Instagram? I don't know. Yes? Wow. I have never quite heard about it, but I guess it potentially makes sense. Until it's gonna, like, pour it over my fucking, what's it called? It's gonna pour it over my goddamn, like my phone contacts, so everybody I know is gonna know. I follow a few of them. I will consider it then. Whenever I get around to opening up a TikTok, then maybe, sure. Twitter Live, too. Look at Buff Pop. I don't really want to do Twitter Live, though. I think my Twitch following is big enough that, like, if I was to expand to streaming to another platform as well, I guess I would do YouTube. Next thing, select VTuber streams are exclusive on Discord. If I stream anything on Discord, I'm probably going to do it in a much more relaxed sense. I don't think you're going to see, like, my model there, but yeah. I think, like, Discord I kind of just, like, use it for movie nights. I don't know. I could, like, play games on there, but I already play them on stream, so I'm like, what's the point? Maybe for testing? I don't know. It's just not my kind of deal. I don't really see the point of doing exclusive streams. If you did it on Kick, you would need more jiggle physics. More jiggle physics and a lot more monitored chat. Because, good God, again, seeing what people are able to get away with on Kick is always astounding to me. So, personally, I will pass. It just doesn't really seem it for me. Not send it. It does not quite seem appealing enough to me. Try streaming on Bill. I have no idea what that is. I have no idea what that is, I'm afraid, Brightstar. Never even heard of it, ever. But yeah, I'm good with Twitch. If I was to do it anywhere, I would do, YouTube. Since technically YouTube is my, like, biggest following. I just don't stream there because YouTube streams are kinda hard to discover. And, A, I already have a VOD channel. And B, I've heard that, like, doing, YouTube, like, live could kind of, like, fuck with your channel a bit. I don't know. I don't know. If I ever expand to it, then I'll still save the VODs separately on the VOD channel. I just want them all in one place. Chinese Twitch and YouTube. Ah. They don't tell you fucking anything on YouTube? Because YouTube, I say this as a small creator who is not at all biased about this. That's because all YouTube wants to do is show you like the same 8 things. If YouTube will recommend you the same shit over and over again, and it's like eventually you're gonna click it. And it's like, please YouTube, please. Expand the selection. Need to fuck around with the settings, yeah. Like YouTube Shorts, like, I'm pretty sure every time I look at, like, that statement sounds biased. All I'm saying is, I like to watch other VTubers on YouTube. I do like to. And it is very frustrating when I go to YouTube Shorts and the only ones it recommends me are the same ones that have like 1 million views. And it's like, I don't really want to watch any of these. The only reason I click on them is to get to the YouTube Shorts page faster. How goes everything, Durgan? Welcome, enemy of your enemy. My enemy? Somebody's enemy. I am doing pretty well, thank you for asking. I hope you are doing exquisite today as well. I watch the same things over and over. I mean, I won't lie, I kinda do too. I kinda do too. It's just weird to me that it's, like, I'm looking at, like, my YouTube, like, Shorts recommendations now. And it's, like, ranking the best Jim Carrey impressions. I haven't watched Jim Carrey stuff. I haven't seen a Jim Carrey movie in a long time. I have not watched YouTube Shorts on Jim Carrey. I do not care that much about Jim Carrey. I like the guy, but like I'm not really about that. And so I don't know why it's recommending me to that, but I can see that it has 35 million views, so I guess I understand why it thinks that somebody would like to watch it. I'm getting Weather Channel vibes with this song. It's just a Nintendo Winter Music compilation, but it's pretty good. I like it. Should be watching the Sonic movie series. I saw the first one in theater. I meant to kind of go see the second and third ones in theater, but time kind of passed me by. First one was good. Was it good enough to bring me back? Maybe another time. But yeah. Head good further, still telling me to watch your Black Ops 7 video despite the fact that I watched it already. We should re-watch it. There might be some details you missed in there. You never know. I do get your shorts organically. That's good. That is very good to hear. That at least it's propping them up organically. I bet it doesn't show you them on your front page all that much, but at least if they show up organically. Again, I'm not salty or anything, YouTube. Please recommend me more. Please, YouTube, please, I need this. It's all I have in life. No, it happens. But yeah. Other than that, I feel like a lot of, like... I think my biggest issue with YouTube is I don't like how they've started to, like, the front page, they've started to show, like, less and less. I'm not really the biggest fan of that. I kind of wish it showed, like, the fact that, like, I think YouTube now, if you go to, like, your front page, like, how many do I see here? YouTube's, like, front page will show you, like, 3, maybe 6 videos, depending on how it wants to load up. Waiting for the day my TikTok opens up? You mean reopens up? I don't know. It depends on if they're gonna shadow ban me again or not. Abby Bryan in the background hinting at the future of the Abbyverse feature film rumored to be releasing soon. No, you gotta see the after credits, Sayori. You gotta watch the after credits of the 24-hour Minecraft stream. That'll tell you all you need to know about the future of the series. I've certain info that pops up on my front page. It doesn't pop up in subscriptions at all. Yeah, it's very weird. That's because, like, your subscriptions mean, like, a little bit, but at the end of the day, it wants to recommend you things that you, like, click on, so... Whatever you click on is what it's gonna keep showing you no matter what. That's why I use, like, the Discord to help kind of peddle that kind of stuff. But yeah. Oh well, gotta play the algorithm game. Is what it is, as it were. Yeah. I want to do another short this week. I don't really know if I'm gonna be able to get one done. Given that I don't really want to do it tonight, I don't really want to do it tomorrow because I'm gonna be asleep most of tomorrow. Obviously, Saturday is entirely off limits. And Sunday, yeah. It's gotta be you, you rock. Aww. It's gotten me this far, so I'm grateful for that. Me when I get a ping from Abby. I'm sorry. I will get around to setting up something on the Discord someday that's like, that covers whether you want alerts or not. But like for now, my only advice is just mute the announcements tabs if you don't want the add everything. Because yeah. You can do that. It's not that hard to do. But I understand not everybody wants to go out of their way to do it. I'll get around to fixing it someday, though. I promise. Yeah, though. In terms of sprucing up the Discord, I don't know if there's much I really want to change with it. I'm curious, how did you do the hiding seeker achievement? I was wondering if you were gonna ask that, because I think during the stream yesterday I talked about it. You wanna know how you do it, personification? You run quick and quiet, lucky break, and overcome. Whatever your run whatever you want for the fourth perk, but you have to run those 3. Because that's the only way you'll consistently, like, get away from the killer, get out of line of sight, and hide in a locker long enough to get away. And even then, you might still get found, but you'll at least leave chase. But that's my advice, personification. Again, lucky break, quick and quiet, and overcome. You'll understand the combo once you read them. How do you do the blessing achievement? You bring 1 blessed totem perk, and you play 8 million games running 3 perks and a boon. And you just boon a hex totem whenever you see it, and hope for the best. And you just kinda gotta do that. Overcome. You either come in the sink or sink in the cum. It's my favorite. It's my favorite phrase. You know, you put a hot dog in a flashlight, nothing happens. Bill Nye. By the way, the Dead by Daylight, like, super special edition, you know how it comes with a flashlight that's, like, supposed to be the flashlight from the game? Yeah, by the way, they don't give you batteries for it. I'm like, what do you mean you don't supply your own batteries? I would think that would be, like, why not? This is cute. That is a very cute series of emotes. I'm using quick and quiet, Jade's locker perk, and deception. I wouldn't use, I would use head on just because, but I wouldn't use deception. Because deception's gonna make the killer start searching lockers. I think quick and quiet, and my combo is built around getting the achievement, not making lockers good. Like, it's gonna help you escape, it's gonna help you, like, get out of line of sight quickly, and then get into a locker unseen and untrackable, too. So yeah, if you run mine, you're guaranteed to get, like, at least 1 per game. I'm about to booms. I'm about to boom! That about sums up the new Chainsaw Man movie, which is really good, by the way. The Chainsaw Man Reze Arc movie was super good. I highly recommend it. I loved it. It was absolutely amazing. I loved every second of it, and the animation on it was fucking fire. And I'm so happy that it did well so we could get more Chainsaw Man. So yeah, should be a great time. I hope we get an official season 2, but I wouldn't be surprised if they stick to movies, I guess. Using Bardic inspiration to jump in a locker. I think I got progress on it, and then I finished the achievement personification because I had a friendly killer who I just got to chase me, and then I ran into a locker. That's how I got, like, I think the last, like, 8. But All the ones before that, that's the build I was using. Yeah, though. Use the tambourine perk and then go in. That's how you do it. I wonder when 2v8's coming back. I'm actually kind of excited for 2v8 to come back. So now I kind of have some plans for it. And now they got rid of Legion. Now I actually want to play 2v8 again. But yeah, until that comes back. But yeah. That's about everything I kind of wanted to cover. Not that there was like a set amount of stuff I wanted to cover, but in summary, I had a good night tonight. I actually like 2v8. Ever since they got rid of Legion, yes. Ever since they got rid of Legion, yes. I think it's a lot more palatable for both sides. I found it annoying after a while. It is. It is. Especially when it keeps getting extended. Did you cover your stinkiness? I will have a shower. I will probably have a shower prior to the stream tomorrow, mainly to kind of like help wake me up more than anything. Oh, thank you for the head pat. You're the last streamer for me tonight. No one else until tomorrow. Aw, I'm glad you ended off on me. Glad you got time for me. No, but I reckon. I didn't want to go on too long tonight. I reckon we'll probably call it in a little bit here. I only really watch you. Aww. Why, I'm honored, V-Complex, that you chose me. I hope everybody has a good rest of your night, though. And I just honestly want to say thank you all so much for coming out tonight. I know this is just like a just chatting stream, but I always find these fun. I'll do a lot more of these when I have the new model, because I don't want to show off the background yet. But I do have an official, like, background to use with the new model for just chatting, so yeah. Gotta eat to be ready for tomorrow. Exactly. I hope everybody has a good night. I hope everybody has a good day tomorrow, whatever you may be doing. And I hope you all have a very good sleep between now and the... Yes, I hope you all have a good sleep from now until tomorrow. So that you can be ready for 24 hours in Minecraft, baby. It is gonna be such a good time. New background is cute. It is. It's very cozy. I'm gonna love it. Maybe gone for a while tomorrow, so it's gonna be a party. Brainless. It's 24 hours. You have so long if you want to drop by at any time. So enjoy your party to your heart's content. But yeah, I wish you all the very, very best. I love you all to death, everybody. Thank you all so much for coming out. If you're not there, you're not square. No, be there or be square. You do not want to be square. Only circles here. But yeah. Thank you all so much for coming out, everybody. I hope it was a good time. Hi there, Duriel. I hope you're doing well. Sorry, we're just kind of wrapping up, Duriel. But, don't worry. If you want to join the stream, there'll be plenty of time tomorrow night for, 24 hours in, Minecraft. Abysmal joke. Yeah. They usually are. But yeah, sorry. Thanks everybody so much for coming out. I wish you all the very, very best. And I shall see you all for a very, very long time tomorrow, for those of you who want to come out. Ow. I wish you all the very, very best. I hope to see all of you at some point during tomorrow's stream. But yeah. It'll be a great, great time, and I am so excited for it, and I hope you are too. So, thanks everybody for being a part of this journey from start to 750 followers. I love you all to death, everybody. Hugs and kisses. I wish you all the very, very best, and I shall see you all next time for 24 whole hours. Bye for now. This is Purple Abby's retirement tour. Kind of, I guess, yeah. Please don't become a worm. You're my fave. Don't worry. I don't plan on being a worm yet. But yeah. Bye, everybody. Until tomorrow night.